I don't have to leave my house!
This has been a very fun show.
Very fun show, very fun week.
Oh, shit!
Boys and girls, off your fucking feet! Give it up for your host, Shaggy Gabriel!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Sunday edition of this In the Paint podcast. It's so good to see everyone in the building. After Thursday, everyone decided to stream on 420. They thought it was cool to, I'm going to smoke some weed and I'm going to boot up my stream. Yeah. We were the best show on that day, mark my words. Lots of interesting developments since Thursday. Hopefully everyone is having a great Sunday. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. It's so good to be back. I'm very excited for today's show. How's everyone doing tonight? Chat looks great as usual. We're back close to our normal viewership. Like I said, everyone on Thursday, it's weed day. Now everyone decides to, go fucking stream. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Stream still did pretty well, though. So shout out to everyone who was rocking with us on Thursday. Shout out to all you guys here tonight. It is good to see everybody in the building. We have a great show to get into tonight. A fun show, like the Imholtz constantly remind their audience. It's a fun show. We're just having fun, guys. Why can't everyone just have fun with us? We just want to have fun. Why isn't no one having fun? It's like, Aaron, your show sucks. All right, that's why no one's having fun. That's why we're laughing at you. You're the laughing stock of the modern day internet. I don't know what to tell you. Steel Toe coverage tonight. They will be going live here in just about 58 minutes. We have a lot to get to tonight. So I'm going to be zigging, I'm going to be zagging, going up, down, left, right, side to side. Trying to navigate through everything, make sure I get everything in a timely fashion. I'm going to be working on my word crutches as well. So I do say, I believe somebody pointed out, I say, and yeah, or something. I forget even what it was, but somebody pointed out I have a word crutch. And look, I have lots of word crutches. I have to get better at them. But, yeah, I appreciate, people trying to point out what is going on, try to make the show better. It's always, it's always good. But welcome back, guys. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. It sucks for me, man. The weekend is coming to a close. Back to the grind tomorrow. I just enjoyed a nice, fucking 8-9 day vacation off of work, kind of just chilling. But honestly, after that much time off, it's you start going fucking stir crazy after a while. So, yeah, we're back to the grind, back in the full swing of things tomorrow, which, it is what it is. It's bittersweet, to be quite honest with everybody. But how's everyone doing tonight? You guys look great to see lots of sharks in the chat already. Yeah, so, we have this whole beef saga, if that's even a thing, a beef saga with Chad Zumac and Sir Kevin Brennan. I don't have to leave my house! Well, sometimes you have to, Kevin. You have to go out and get groceries. You have to get milk, eggs, pick your kids up from school. But it was cool, man. Shout out to KB. He was rocking with us. One of the people with us on Thursday on the 420 stream. He gets done a stream on Thursday and, was gracious enough to grace us with his presence. So shout out to KB. It was the official KB. That whole stream was very bizarre because, you're in there and you see Kevin Brennan as a YouTube profile. I've never seen the Kevin Brennan profile ever in my life. I didn't even know one existed. I just thought he used MLC. And he was in the chat on Thursday, and for me, I could click. There's a 3 little dots I could click, and click view profile or whatever it is, and sure as shit, it only had 1 subscriber. So shout out to Kevin for the 1 subscriber. But then he DMs me on Twitter, and it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool to have him in the chat, and to know it was the real KB. But this whole KB, Chad Zumac, MLC, Mud Shark, this whole thing that we got going on now, lots of people are starting to, almost myself included. Obviously I love the drama aspect of it. I love how, committed Chad is specifically wanting to, I guess give a middle finger to Kevin. So it's fascinating in that regard, but a lot of people are just fed up with it, man. It's the same old story every day. And now Chad is, stream sniping Kevin. And, I'm almost getting like crazy ex-girlfriend vibes from Chad, honestly. I mean, he's on stream on Friday. We're going to watch that before we get into the steel toe stuff. We got a couple things about Chad that we're going to get into. It just rubs me like a bitter ex-girlfriend who got dumped and is, trying, to post on social media that she's doing okay, so to speak. I don't know, man. I mean, look, say what you want about Chad, but it's like, the guy, it's entertaining, but when he tells you he doesn't care, I just think that's a flat-out lie. Obviously, I think it really does bother him deeply. Kevin, gave Chad a pretty big platform. And for that now to be gone, I mean, it's got to fucking suck, right? You can't just say it doesn't faze you whatsoever. But then I noticed something else while watching Chad sit down Zumac, or Misery Loves Company, or Misery Loves Zumac. I don't even know what he titled it, but I noticed something else with Chad, and that's, Chad, for the longest time, has been going after Steel Toe. Well, better part of 3 months. He's been going after Steel Toe, and I think Aaron and April Emhold, of course, I believe they are on screen. Let me just double check that. Yes, they are. They're so gracious, to be here tonight. They are always in studio. They are always welcoming. They just want to have a fun. Obviously, Shaka's in the building. That's Aaron's little black doll, Shaka Zulu. But Chad has been making fun of Steel Toe 3 months now. It's pretty much every show. He started this Kumia Cucks show, and he's kind of talked about Carl a little bit, but mainly every episode is about Aaron, which is fine. Aaron is the hot button topic as of recent, so sure, why not divulge, as they say. But I feel like Chad is really starting to become Aaron in a lot of ways. And what do I mean by that? Well, you watch a Chad Zumac stream these days, and every 10 minutes he's going off about the likes, he's going off about the donations, he's going off about the super chats, the Patreon. And we make fun of Aaron because of that. So for us to look past that because Chad, is entertaining, sure, two things could be true at once. Chad could be very entertaining, but at the same time, he could also be morphing into Aaron, and that's just something to keep our eyes on. Real quick, we have Canadian money coming in, $2.20 from Disabled. Shout out to Disabled for the $2.20. This podcast needs Stevie Lou. Make it happen. I don't know about that. What soundbite am I going to give you for that one, though? We'll just keep it soundbite list. How's that sound, Disabled? But we do appreciate the Canadian $2.20. That equates to about $1.84 American. So, yes, I could buy about 3 kowtows now. But, yeah, so we're going to be watching some of this, the Misery Loves Chad episode from Friday. I will say this. I did say Chad is very entertaining. Not 1, not 2, but, yes, 3 hype trains on Friday. That was a sight to behold. And then, you throw on top of that, he was bombed out of his mind. So there's a couple clips I want to play back from that episode. We're going to be getting into, obviously, like I said, the Steel Toe Live members only show. But again, it's not really for members, right? Because it goes live for the world to see. And then after the show, Aaron puts it behind a paywall. So I like my curiosity, I want to know who are the crazy motherfuckers that are signing up to his membership partner program, whatever the fuck he's got going on over there, the alleged scam that he's got, running in the St. Cloud basement that is the Imholtz. And I want to know who's watching their 1-hour members-only show back. Again, we've watched here on this show a lot. We've watched their members-only. It's about an hour long. And for somebody who doesn't he claims he doesn't read the chat for his members only show. I mean, that's all he does. So I want to see what he's doing tonight. We haven't really watched Steel Toe live in a couple of weeks, so I want to see what Aaron is doing. I want to see, we want to check in with Aaron, see how he's doing. Maybe we could start some havoc. We have some Facebook videos we're going to be getting into later that I wanted to get into Thursday, but just ran short of time. So we're going to be getting into that. Facebook videos with Corey Adam and Aaron, you know, as a boxer. Now, these videos are on Facebook, and I said this on Thursday. If you haven't checked out the Steel Toe Facebook page, I highly, highly, highly suggest everybody take a second after the stream is done, of course, because I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a taste tonight of what their Facebook videos are really hitting for. But, I mean, there's a lot of fucking just, I mean, great material on there for people like us. So we're going to get to Steel Toe, obviously. We're going to dive in probably after their live stream, the origins of K-Cuck. Now, we all know K-Cuck, Corey Adam, of course. Big fan of Corey. He's actually probably my favorite comedian, and simultaneously, he's my favorite broadcaster. Yes, Corey Adam. I need a Corey Adam backdrop here of him bouncing. So we're going to be getting into the origins of K-Cuck. And I was on a mission. I think it was Friday night. I was on a mission. And I was, just doing a lot of diving. And we're going to be taking a look into Thomas L. Chilstrom. Now, for a lot of you here tonight, 72 of you here tonight, you're probably like, who the fuck is Thomas L. Chilstrom, right? And that's a valid question. I'd be asking myself the same thing if I was on the other side of this. Who the fuck is this, Thomas L. Chilstrom? Thomas L. Chilstrom, he is the second mic over on the K-Cuck web series. And this guy, man, the more you look into him, the more lulls we're going to be getting from this Thomas L. Chilstrom. Very remarkable stuff. The guy doesn't know how to, articulate his words into shit talking. He's supposed to be a comic. I think he's been doing comic from what I've gathered, the better part of 10 years, possibly more. But he doesn't quite know how to shit talk. And we watched some of that K-Cuck episode 4 on the show on Thursday, which was very remarkable. Thomas had multiple meltdowns. People want to talk about and give shit to Patrick Melton for melting down. But, really, when you shine the light over on Thomas L. Chilstrom, I mean, the meltdowns are fucking endless. This guy, I mean, if somebody calls him a ginger, this guy is going to fucking lose his mind. And that's here on this show. That's what I love to see. I love to pull it up on this TV right here, kick back, have a few gentleman jacks, and watch people fucking just completely, well, one, lose their minds, but two, also bounce. Yes. Shout out for Carlos Danger for one shot. One shot of Tito's homemade vodka. Please play a sound of someone vomiting if possible. All right, Carlos, let me just dive right into my soundboard and whip that right up as if I had that already planned. Maybe for next show, but we do appreciate the $5 from Carlos Danger. By the way, Insufferable Bastards podcast was watching that stream. I think it was Saturday or Friday. I don't know. I'm losing track of my days here, but Carlos does a lot of a lot of good stuff, recapping what's going on, kind of adding his own taste. I've come to become a fan of Carlos, so shout out to you, Carlos, for sure. But we have a lot of stuff to get into. Bob Levy, we are currently on Bob Levy Pool Watch, which as of today still really, there's really crickets. So there was a video that was surfacing on Twitter. We'll be diving into that. Lots of Thomas L. Chilstrom news. I'm just trying to see if I missed anything. Oh, and then how could I forget this? Gino Bisconte. Have you guys seen this one? Gino Bisconte and Anthony Cumia are now YouTube streamers. It's official. It is official. They are aware of Compound Media just completely. It's done. It's over. right? I think that, this was the final nail in the coffin. Was, their move over to YouTube. Obviously, Compound Media YouTube channel has 140,000 subscribers. So, they're already monetized. So all Anthony has to do is boot up a live stream. And, he got a taste of those super chats the other night. And he's addicted, just like Kevin. He's addicted. So we'll get into some of that. Gino Bisconte was on live yesterday. He's trying to build up his watch hours, just like Corey Adam Comedy, trying to build up their watch hours to, maybe one day, hopefully soon, to be getting a $5 super chat from people like Carlos Danger, or $2.20 or $2.20 Canadian super chat from Dislabeled. Their fingers are crossed, Gino and Corey's, of course. So we'll be getting into all that and more, guys. I'm just trying to see if I missed anything, which I don't think I did. Obviously, the chat stuff. Yeah, so we're just going to dive right into that. We do have Softcast. He's going to be joining us at the bottom of the hour, just in about 45 minutes when Steel Toe goes live. We're going to be giving old Softcast a call. And, he'll be joining us. But, yeah, I'll be doing the first hour myself here. So welcome in. How's the chat doing? Let's check in with you guys. Let me get another thing out of the way. Sorry, I get wrapped up in the intro here. But shout out to everybody who supported this channel. Everybody who continues to support this channel. We broke, I think it was last week, we broke 2,000 subs. So that was a feat, man, which it's pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking special, to be honest, man. We were on here, maybe 2 months ago, and we broke 1,000 on air. And it took me a while to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. And then just, to completely blow past the next 1,000 to 2,000 was, really exciting, man. This channel is growing, and, I have all of you to thank for that. And I appreciate, everyone sharing the videos and, doing what you guys have to do, checking it out, liking it, all that good stuff. So, shout out to everyone. 2,000 subscribers, so that's pretty fucking awesome. But how's the chat doing tonight? Where's the moose, W-Man says. W-Man, what moose are we talking about? What fucking moose, W-Man? He's like, a random moose. You got to give me something more than that. I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, everyone. I'm late, but I made it. G-Rob, welcome. Welcome. Jamie Kopic. Ant will make decent money on YouTube. Yeah. No, they'll make decent money on YouTube, both Gino and Ant. But it's them doing it. They have to admit to themselves that Compound Media is over. It's done. And, Compound Media to Anthony Cumia is like, his child. They've been doing it for 10 years. Sorry, that camera's going to freeze. It does that every 30 minutes. Not a big deal. You guys aren't fucking having a seizure. But, Kumi's been doing that for the better part of 10 years. It was, the next thing he did after Opie and Anthony. I mean, and Compound Media started off, guns blazing. I mean, they say what you will about Compound Media now, but then, I mean, they were bringing on big name talent back in the day. Louis J. Gomez. Fucking, who's the guy with the big head? Michael Malice. Lots of great comics, went through Compound. And then just, over the recent 3, 4, 5 years, Compound has taken a nosedive, is an understatement. So for them to be going on YouTube now it's a weird, subtle way of them admitting defeat. They'll never tell you that. They will never tell you that. But, I mean, it just is what it is. Let's see how else everyone is doing. I see the usual suspects are here in the chat also. Yes, of course. Haha, my complete nonsense. Yep, W-Man, nonsense is the perfect word for that. Chris says, shout out to John. Yep, well, that's what we do, Chris. I'm shouting out all day. Shout out to you, Chris. Is there any way to put chat to all messages as the default? What, for you, G-Rob? I mean, I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure you just click the settings button in your chat and just click all messages. Pretty sure that's an option. Carlos is the ace in the hole. Yeah, Carlos, man. Like I said, his, appearances with Ray DeVito and on the Shuley Network, and then obviously with Insufferable Bastards podcast. I've become a fan. I've become a fan of Carlos Danger. Ace in the hole. It's a great way to describe it. Melissa Etheridge. Any relation to Jay, by the way, because there's two Etheridges floating around here. Junior Coltrane, Anthony is the only real talent. Kevin, Bob, Aaron are just YouTubers. Any actually can flow, or I think you meant to put Ant actually can flow for hours. Well, yeah, I mean, Ant, only, over recent years have we watched the decline of Anthony Cumia. Him biting, the racism, his complete, and total just, he's let his foot off the gas on Compound and doesn't really care if that network goes to shit or not. But, I mean, before that, I mean, the guy, you could talk all the shit you want to, but, the guy was a broadcasting legend. I mean, it just is what it is. It's not anything more, anything less than that. I mean, him, the Opie and Anthony show, obviously. I mean, it's just one of the all-time great radio shows ever. Jay says, no. All right, well, I was just making sure. It's not that common of a last name. Carlos, keep Ray focused. Anthony is still the man. Well, I wouldn't go that far, the Jedi. All right, there's some give and take, and I feel like you're just trying to take. There's got to be a little, little gray area in that. Anthony is definitely not the man. He's, if you look up the word man in the dictionary, he's the complete opposite of what the man is. Anthony is most certainly not the man, especially anymore. I mean, have you guys checked out his Call of Duty live streams? I mean, that's pretty fucking pathetic. Then you throw on top of it, the complete and just lack of self-awareness, the racist tirades. Shaka doesn't approve of that. Yes, Shaka Zulu in the building tonight. Anthony, Citizen M says, and this probably sums it up the best, Anthony Cumia is a homeless man. Well, I mean, I'd probably have to agree with you on that, Citizen M. Anthony Cumia is a homeless man. He's an acne-scarred monster. Oh, shit.
Monster.
I don't even use these fucking sound effects that much anymore. I've seen Shuley do it now. I feel like me and him have the same. No, I know we have the same Rodecaster Pro 2 audio system here. $800 is the going rate for that. Not cheap. But I see Shuley using all these fucking,
Oh, look at me.
And I'm like, I used to use these things, and now Shuley did it. And I'm like, I can't. So, you guys are lucky I did that. But let's get into it, guys. Welcome into the show. We have a great one to get into tonight. We're going to be going for about 4 or 5 hours tonight. And, like I said, there's a lot we're going to be doing here. So I'm going to be trying to shift gears quickly. It is 7:22. So I want to breeze through some of this Chad Zumac stuff we have here at the top. Let's flip cameras. How's everyone doing? Good. I want to breeze through this Chad stuff. And then we're going to get into Steel Toe Live, see how they're doing. Maybe we can cause havoc into their chat. Since, I'm not really for this. This is not really my MO. I don't like to go on streams and tell everyone to raid people. But for Aaron, it's completely different. And I think all rules are, out the window. Aaron, used to do that with Chad. He used to do that with Opie, DSP, Wrestling Otaku. So I want to cause some havoc tonight. I'm feeling a little fucking froggy. It's Sunday night. The weekend is over. I'm kind of pissed. So I want to take out my anger on Aaron. So when Steel Toe Live kicks up, we'll see how good you guys are, and we'll put that to the test. But let's get into, this was Chad's Sit Down Zumac, and I have it labeled Sit Down Zumac Drunk. So, but I like I said, I don't think he's calling it Sit Down Zumac. I think it's Misery Loves Chad or whatever the fuck Misery Loves Mudshark. Finally let's go. I just got reimbursed for that fucking lens I ordered 2 weeks ago. All right, so let's get into it, guys. This is Chad. I'm just trying to pull up my notes here. Not on my phone. Not distracted. So let's see. So let's kick it off. So Chad, like I said, to start this show off on, he did this show. This was his second time stream sniping KB. Obviously, Kevin Brennan, of course, who, I've come to really enjoy in this space. Really the only one, I mean, say what you will, and I've said this too as well, but the super chats, he's going to have to get creative eventually, right? When all the drama stops, where does Kevin Brennan go? But that's really my only critique. I mean, he is very entertaining when he gets mad. He's got the spit rag. It's all hilarious shit. He doesn't care, if you're Bob Levy, and like Bob is like his only, friend and supporter now these days. But he don't care because he'll shit all over Bob. He'll shit all over Chad. And he'll do it with a smile on his face. And it's very entertaining shit. So I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, so Chad was stream sniping Kevin on Friday. He did it on Thursday. Now he's doing it a second time. He's going to do it every day now. Which, again, it's like, all right, man, it was funny the first 2 times. But if you're going to try to make this your whole fucking shtick, I just don't see it lasting. Like, people are eventually going to get sick and tired of this shit. There's a lot of people that are already sick and tired of this shit. So what are you going to do when that happens? That is my biggest question. What are you going to do when that happens? Because you can't stay mad at each other for the rest of time. It's not like he did some crazy, heinous fucking thing to you. He just didn't want you on the show for whatever reason. And that's going to run its course. You can't hold this grudge or like placate this grudge as, and build it up to something that it's not. So what are you going to do after that, Chad? But Chad was on there Friday and he was drunk completely off his fucking rocker. He's had one too many, as Carlos Danger pointed out, Tito's and, 7-Up. So this was Chad Zumac. Let's get into it. Oh, wait, that's K-Cuck. Don't want to play K-Cuck. This was Chad Zumac. So he's playing the MLC drop. So it's Mud Shark Loves Misery is the name of his new hit show over on YouTube. Mud Shark Loves Misery. And we're just going to watch a couple clips from this, and then we're going to get into the Steel Toe Live. But I want to point out a couple key things throughout this episode, because a lot of times when people are watching this kind of stuff back, they're wrapped up in the drama, and that's okay, right? I get wrapped up in the drama as well, but it's when you watch it back, you realize a lot of the tells that these guys, and especially Chad, especially when you get drunk Chad, and like I said at the top, it screams crazy psycho ex-girlfriend vibes to me. A crazy ex-girlfriend who made a bad decision, or you dumped her and now she's just starving for attention, so now she started an OnlyFans, or whatever the case is, right? This is what a lot of the vibes I was getting from Chad. And again, like I said at the top, Chad, I think, is starting to turn into Aaron, or he might have already turned into Aaron. But let me stop talking. Let's get into the clip. Let's watch Chad make a complete fool out of himself. And yeah, it's going to be good, guys. So welcome into the show. Chad, take it away.
Yeah, we're all in. We're all in.
The fuck
we're doing it.
And everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Zumac. Wow. Completely drunk. He got the new mic, and we've been following up on this Chad Zumac new equipment watch, right? He got the new mic a week or so ago, 2 weeks now at this point, and somehow the audio has gotten worse, which, again, I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you get a new... I have the same mic as you, Chad, and mine sounds fucking flawless. You get the mic I get, and you make me want to sell my shit, right? It's completely insane. So you're the only person, I think, in the history of new equipment watches I've ever done in my life. You're the only person who has gotten a new piece of gear, and you could have just kept your old karaoke little plastic microphone, and that would have sufficed. But Chad, yeah, drunk Chad, he's got the hair all messy here, the Cleveland Cavaliers hat he's got rocking, the Comedy Store, the LA Comedy Store symbol he's got or the shirt rather. Hold on, sorry, I'm pulling up my magnifying glass. So Drunk Chad, and again, he bought new headphones too. Throughout this process, he bought new headphones and has not used new headphones. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he can't really hear out of these Apple fucking, earbuds. They're a little grainy. Maybe one's blown out. So maybe that's why the audio is bad. I don't know. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, but he's gotten like these like Bose headphones that he doesn't even use. But let me stop talking because I want to get through this before Steel Toe comes on. So Chad, Drunk Chad, is a sight to behold in and of itself. Whenever Chad Zumac is drunk streaming, we tune in and we watch and we record and then we play. So here we are.
Seaman, Mud Shark. We're doing it. Everybody, how are you? Welcome to the show. We are early. We're doing it. We're quick.
The fuck?
I'm Chad Zumac.
And everything is just gone to shit already.
Greatest. Who knows who it was? Yeah! On the screen.
What
Dude,
the fuck is that?
Like the wheels have come off, ladies and gentlemen.
We're doing it, everybody. Thank you so much for signing up. Hit like, hit subscribe.
Wow.
We're doing it. We're doing the show, and then we're going to see Kevin's show.
Wow.
Kevin decided he's like, I don't need this guy anymore. I don't need him anymore. We're done with this guy. I'm like, are you really? Happy Friday, Joe G.
So time out.
JG. Holy crap.
It's clear. The name here is JG. There's no O or E making it Joe. It's only J-A-Y. It's not J-O-E. Chad calls him Joe G. I thought was pretty hilarious. And this, it's like, how much did you have to drink here, Chad? You guys see me every show. I'm throwing back Gentleman Jacks. I'm throwing back whatever. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. I'm having fun here. Obviously, it's a fun fucking show.
This has been a very fun show.
Very fun show, very fun week.
But the day you guys see me like this is the day everything, I pack it up. We've had a nice run. It was great. Thank you for, showing up, showing out, showing support. But, you'll never catch me like this, ever. It's like, how much did you have to drink? And I don't want to hear, oh, man, his tolerance is low. He hasn't drank in 6 weeks or 6 days. It's like, the only time I drink, guys, maybe I'll have a drink other, times outside of the show, but very, 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 very rarely. The only time I drink is on the show. And I throw back like 6, 7, 8 shots sometimes of whiskey. I'm not stumbling over my words. I don't look at some of your names and I can't decipher J from Joe. That's insane. It's like, how much did you have? And what did you have? A lot of people are speculating Tito's, and it's just like, once you start getting into the Tito's realm of alcohol, you've gone too far. It's time to, wake up, snap out of it, put the Tito's down, and maybe check into a rehab. I don't know. Call me crazy. Chad Zumac, everyone. Enough of me talking.
All right. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. Super chat. Jules David. Like, subscribe, donate. Yes. Do it all. Do it all. It's not your goal, though. It's not your goal. You don't have to do it. If you want to, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it, but you don't have to do it. Let's see what happens. That's all I do. That's all I do. Zumac's lit. I'm just reading what you say. You put it out, I read. That's what I do.
Jesus Christ.
Hit the like button. Corey Adam. Corey Adam is
Corey.
Par. On site. On site.
Whoa.
All right, let's see if Kevin Brennan's on show. Let's see what he's doing right now. Because I'm gonna watch Kevin's show. I want to be on Kevin's show. I want to be on Kevin's show.
Jesus, man.
That's the whole goal. The goal is to be on Kevin's show.
I mean, the laptop's going up and down.
That
I mean,
was
this
third
is nuts.
mic on Kevin's show with Bob Levy /
This is like
Kevin
if
Brennan.
you had a family member.
Let's see if I'm on the show.
If you had a family member making videos like this, I mean, surely you would call in like a wellness check. Or, you know, you would call them and ask if they're at least okay. I think we've gotten so wrapped up in the entertainment side of things. Like, you know, I'm not trying to get all fucking mushy here, but it's like, is Chad spiraling out of control since the MLC fall off? Hold on, sorry, I just got a Twitter message. I just want to see what the fuck is going on. Okay. All right. I was just making sure it was nothing out of the ordinary. But again, it's like, you know, there it is. I just said, you know, and that was one of my vocal crutches. I swore I was going to work on it today. But yeah, I mean, look, guys, if you had like I said, a relative that was putting out videos or is acting in a way that was any sort of a resemblance to how Chad is acting right here in this video, you would be kind of concerned. That's all I'm saying. So let's keep it moving here. I want to get through a couple clips, and we got Steel Toe coming up at 8 o'clock.
Go. They haven't started. I'm already up on likes. If you hit likes, he has 25 likes. I have more likes. So what are we doing, dude? Let's do it. Yawn, dislabeled from Toronto,
Dislabeled.
Canada. I stand with Pat
Donated the
Dixon.
same amount to me.
How's that trial going? Is that happening?
Pretty fascinating.
Is that a thing? Did
like-
Gino win?
Like, what is he talking
Did
about?
Pat Dixon win in that trial? I don't know. 276. Wow.
And I don't even think it's a trial. Like, you know, it's just court hearings.
On site. On site.
Wow.
Dislabeled. Follow him. He's fun. He's great. We're friends. I think so. Day drinking.
Everyone knows this kind of guy.
Drinking. It's gonna be fun.
This kind of drunk,
4-4.
right? Everyone knows this kind of drunk. When somebody gets drunk to this extent, everybody's their friend. And like, you know, that's no different when it comes to Chad. I mean, when Chad gets drunk, everybody is his friend. So it was very interesting to see Chad in this, you know, sort of mindset. And see, I don't even know if he was shitting on KB. I mean, a lot of it wasn't even shitting on it. It was, we'll watch it too. It just screamed crazy ex-girlfriend vibes, and you'll see why.
44 already. Jesus Christ. Corey Adam. Where are we at? Here we go. Northwest Ken are already drunk. How many beers have you had? Listen, it's Friday. It's 5 o'clock. What do you want? You want Kevin's show or you want my show? Period. He's like, whatever. I don't care about you. Fuck off. So here we go.
All right, so I think he's going to get into Kevin here. So let's jump ahead to 15:20. I mentioned Chad turning into Sir Aaron, of course, Jared Fogle, Aaron. On this TV, by the way, they look very, like, shockingly similar. It's kind of scary. Like, I almost don't know the difference between the two. Is that Aaron? Is that Jared? Vice versa? I don't know. But 15:20, I mentioned Chad is turning into his arch nemesis, his rival, the person he hates the most on the internet. Sir Aaron, of course. Why do I say that? Well, because Chad is now turned everything into liking, donating, subscribing, Patreon. It's everything that we make fun of Aaron for. So it's no different. We call it out every step of the way. So let's fast forward to 15:20.
We were doing it at Governors. I said, the guy James from Governors is not.
I've
gonna
made
wanna
more
have
money
these
than Kevin right
protesters
now, and
and
I've
all
had
these
more
protesters.
listeners and more
He's
super
not gonna want
chats.
protesters out
Like
there.
the video. You thought Pat Dixon's going to move the needle. It's not happening. I love Pat Dixon, but it's over. There's no moving the needle. Let's move on to Chad. It's not happening. And Bob knows it too. Bob's in a weird position because he loves the Shuley show, but now he has to do this. It's a bad position to be in. Kevin is stupid.
Wow.
I will talk about anybody ever. He's dumb. He's a dummy. Dummy.
Look at this guy.
Dummy. Here we go. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate the super chat. Let's go through it.
So it was just a funny little bit of Chad
blue-
dancing for likes. Pretty interesting. There's some more of that, though. We'll go to 39:40. Chad has turned into Aaron, so this kind of furthers that point here. I will say, though, since Chad has been off of MLC, Kevin really hasn't done a good job in bringing on guests. I mean, Chad is right in that sense. Like Pat Dick, no one really cares about Pat Dixon. The only person who cares about Pat Dixon is Gino. That's because Pat broke his jaw. And then he had on Stacy Pressman, which, by the way, we have some Stacy videos we're going to be watching here later on the show. But, yeah, so we'll go to 39:40, and this is more of Chad being like Aaron.
What's your take so far?
I love it.
Right?
I mean, I like doing the show.
Jules
I'm
David, let's get
Owns you yet?
200 likes. Like.
maybe
The video, everybody. Like it.
Look, it's fine with me, but
What's wrong with you?
It's just fun doing the
Let's
show. I'm not
do
looking
this
at
at
it like
this
a big
point.
payday or anything.
Make it
But,
happen.
like that takes time. Doing a show with Zenhauser.
Kevin
dinner
Brennan
last
hasn't
night,
hit
did a show last
1,000
night.
viewers
Fun.
since I've been
Yeah,
on
I
the
got to
show.
hear the end of
Period.
it on the way home
That's a
last night
fact.
from the gig. It was great to have it on. It sounds great on the radio too in the car.
And that's his
I love
biggest
it. You know,
thing.
you get people
It's,
listening to
Kevin
shows
hasn't
that-
hit 1,000 viewers, and that's really not that big of an own from Chad. Like before the black eye incident, before Cumia sends his regards, the whole I got jumped by two people, possibly one of them was from Stoney's Bar and Grill in Minnesota. Before all that, Kevin, was getting 600, 700, 800 people. I mean, there was one point in time where Aaron and Kevin were like neck and neck in viewership. So, Kevin, was only getting 1,000. A lot of that was because of Chad, sure. But just because he's not crossing it out, he's still doing like 800, 850, which is a lot. It's still a lot for a show of this sort of stature, which a lot of people, can lose focus. All it is just super chat reading, unless they have guests on. But even when they have guests on, they had Stacy Pressman on 2 days ago, and all they did, they didn't even go to Stacy at all. The whole show. Stacy was silent for majority of that show. But what we're watching, though, is Chad, and there's multiple instances in this video where Chad is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, donation, super chats, my Patreon. I'll pull my Patreon up on the screen. It's starting to smell like Aaron Emholt. So we'll start calling Chad Emholt, of course. Let's keep it moving, though, because I want to get to this steel toe, which is coming up in about 17 minutes. Okay, so this is 50 minutes in, and this is where Chad sounds like that drunken ex-girlfriend I was mentioning at the top. You guys could kind of already see it by some of the clips, I'm playing here. But just to kind of drive that point home, let's go to 50.
But we're gonna see
More monies for Chad.
Mr. Stein in Dallas when we go out there to do his show and some comedy.
So Bob
You wanna come?
Levy is bringing up that, how Kevin, Chad, and Bob were all supposed to go out to Dallas, meet up with Alex Stein, do some podcasts, some comedy. And, Chad was really down for that. So was Bob. The only person who really wasn't down for that was Kevin Brennan, of course.
I don't have to leave my house.
So when Bob brings this up and Chad hears about it in his drunken, sort of stupor, he's like reminiscent of all the good times, and he's like gonna outcry. Gonna cry out for attention, for maybe a way he's gonna try to let everyone know that he maybe fucked up. I don't know. I kind of forget how this clip goes, but it just says Chad sounds like a crazy ex-girlfriend. So let's just watch it. Let's play it out. Let's see what's happening here.
You want to go to Dallas?
John Doe.
Fucking go to Dallas.
$20.
Adam has two hands.
Wow.
Clap for me.
Bob
I'm
has moved on
handicapped.
from me.
That's what it used to
Because
be.
we had a whole
That's what it
thing
used to
going
be. I
with
said
Alex
when you're
Stein
on
to
that
go to
show,
Dallas
hey,
to stand up.
America's
Now
Got
he's going
Talent
with Pat
or
Dixon.
Last Comic Standing.
They're moving on from me. They're going to Pat Dixon. I'm yesterday's garbage.
Well, it's like, what did you expect?
Fucking Bob Levy's moved on. He didn't text me today. Now they're moving on. Wow.
See, it's like you can't have
That's
it both
interesting.
ways. Like if they don't move on from you, then you're like, oh well, they can't do the show without me. But then if they do move on from you, it's like, wow, they moved on from me. It's like, yeah, of course they're gonna move on from you. Kevin's show isn't about Chad. It was for a little bit, all the Chad drama that was going on, but that's not his whole show. So yeah, of course, Chad, yeah, they're going to move on from you. If Kevin doesn't want you on the show, he's not going to, continuously do shows about Chad and how he misses Chad. That would be insane. So it like I said, it comes off as just like a crazy fucking ex. Like, it's like, yeah, we broke up because this wasn't working. Whatever this wasn't working. So why would I then, as I'm dating my new girlfriend, why would I bring you up, look at old pictures? Like, I would move the fuck on. I mean, it's pretty bizarre. Good for Chad not to go, to be honest. Alex Stein is getting destroyed right now. Blue Mosaic by who? Bob is an angel kneeling over... That's... Bob is an angel kneeling over George Floyd. That's amazing. Probably one of the greatest chats we've ever had here on this. Sam V says, what does touching grass mean? I mean, it could have multiple meanings, I guess. Why is Bob Levy doing a show with Alex Stein? Is this a simulation? Rain just started. Wow. Kevin is the crazy here. How you sound... Wait, now you sound like a clown, Junior Coltrane says. Pod Awful, Blue Mosaic says. Kenny says, whom? Sam V. Get off the internet and go outside. Spaghetti Tooth John RN. Or she don't have the RN next to her name anymore. For him, cross-dressing. Alex Stein was outed as a malicious clown boy that he is. Yeah, but that is who Alex Stein is. Like, Alex, from what I've watched of Alex Stein, I'm not going to go off into an Alex Stein tangent. Gino Pisconti, go Sixers. Gino, this is one thing that I will agree with you with, is go Sixers, man. That is, they swept the fucking Brooklyn Nets, man. But back to Alex Stein. Alex Stein doesn't, come off, or he doesn't try to tell people that he's like a Steven Crowder sort, that he's fighting for the soul of the nation. Like, Alex Stein it does monkey around. He does funny business. He does, crazy fucking on the ground reporting, and he tries to stir the pot in a funny way. I don't know about you guys. I'm an Alex Stein kind of fan. I do enjoy some of his work. It's funny. It's not really too many people are doing it on that kind of level. I could be wrong though. Send me some clips. If you think Alex Stein is a fucking hack, then definitely send me some clips, because I want to see what you're talking about. From what I've seen, he's pretty good. Carlos Danger, how'd Mo Cheeks do? Did Mo Cheeks die? Alex is a clown. We like clowns. Melton was concerned Friday that we are always in the chat. Well, I mean, you could be in chat rooms while taking a walk outside, right? Like, just because you're in a chat room doesn't mean like you're inside your house, right? You could be in a chat room while on a bike ride. I don't know why you would do that, but you could do that. You guys chat how you want to chat. Don't listen to anybody else. If you are chatting away in the comfort of your fucking house, then chat the fuck away. I do agree, though, people should go outside a lot more and clear their minds of all of the shit that's going on online. But at the same time, I mean, if that's what makes you fucking happy, then do it by all means. Who is anyone to tell you otherwise? Let's get into Carlos H says, what R.I.P. Maurice Mo Cheeks. No, I don't actually think he died. No, guys, I don't really actually think Mo Cheeks died. I'm just saying that. Mo Cheeks was coaching a couple years ago. Pretty sure he's still alive. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Mo Cheeks did not die. Alex Stein tried to call Jesse P.S. a stalker. Laugh my fucking ass off. Let's ask AOC who a stalker is. Yeah, I mean, well, if you put it that way, Mo Cheeks dead. No, guys, Mo Cheeks didn't die. Mo Cheeks is not dead. Yeah, I know I said it, but this is a lesson right here. Don't take what somebody is saying online at face value. Like, you know what I mean? If I said to go dump your life savings into this live chat, would you guys all like run to do that? If I said, there was a benefit for donating all your money to me, would you guys be like, sure, and then ask questions later? I have no idea if Mo Cheeks died. He very well might be dead. I don't know. I have no idea. But, that's some funny shit. Bruce Willis is about dead. Well, yeah, I mean, we can go into who, is about dead and 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out of the grave, or in the coffin, as, Bob Levy's hit show on YouTube. Gino, I see you have a lot of issues with Bob Levy. What's going on there, man? What did Bob do? What was so bad that now you're like, I'm not trying to single you out here, so, don't take it that kind of way. I'm kind of fascinated in this. I mean, you've been going on like every stream now and like just completely shitting on Bob. Bob seems like a straight shooter, a fair guy. Another one too, Gino, is Ray. It's like Ray wouldn't hurt a fly. Wow, well, like, what is your like? Look, I thought Ray, if I shit on Ray, it would be fun. We could have fun with it. But it's like Ray isn't the person you should be shitting on. Ray doesn't do anything. Like he's harmless. In the grand scheme of things, the guy is harmless. It's like almost like you can have fun with it, but like don't take it so extreme. Don't let him boost your fucking blood pressure. It's Ray DeVito. But what is going on? I mean, you're mad with Ray, you're mad with Bob. Here's an impression of Bob. Yes, Kevin. Okay, Kevin. Anything you say, Kevin. I know I did. TK, can you tell me how to unblock you? I really do apologize. Okay, all right. So you guys are actively cross-talking, so that is a no-no here on tonight's stream. You guys should only be interacting with me. Yeah, Ray might be a creep. I don't know. Ray might be a creep, but he's not like a bad guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I mean, this is the vibes I get from Ray. Again, I don't know him from a hole in the wall, but this is just the vibes I get. I could leave my wallet out in front of Ray DeVito, and I guarantee when I got my wallet back, there would be like $25 more than what I had before I left the wallet there. Like Ray, you know what I mean? Like Ray DeVito is just not that kind of guy, in my opinion. But I mean, you guys might know something I don't. Guys, no crosstalk. So zip it. Let's see what time we got. I do want to bring in Softcast here, 7:50. Let's call Soft. Let's see what he's up to. Let's pull up the Skype here. Ray's a creep, but he's non-threatening. Exactly, Blue Mosaic. Two things can be true at once. Creep, sure, I'll give you the creep. but non-threatening is also true. Jay, yeah, enforce that, Jay. No cross-talking. Ask Chris. Chris says, John, you are right about, what do you say? Wait, I lost it. John, you are right about Ray. He doesn't deserve a lot of pain. Well, I don't know about if I would use the word pain. But, I mean, a lot of the flack that he's getting, I guess, would be the better of the word. Sam V says, finally bring in the star of the show, Softcast, Sam V says. Look, when Softcast comes in, I'll just exit stage left, and Softcast will just run the whole show. We actually might have something pretty big coming up this week, but I can't spoil it. Maybe we'll get to it after the steel toe stuff. Your wallet would then have childhood photos of Kemda, though. Is that the fucking chick from, I don't even know who the fuck she is, to be honest. Kemda. All right, let's call up Softcast. Let's see what he's doing, and we're going to get into, we'll finish this out, and then we'll get into Steel Toe Live. Hopefully he's got his video on and his audio on. If not, I mean, that's not going to be good, man. We will have a business meeting after this. So I got wrapped up in some of the chat here.
Hey, can you hear me?
Whoa, coming in extra hot today.
How's that?
That's way better, man. How you doing? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, help me in introducing. Let me turn on my virtual cam here so you can see what I'm doing. But guys, give a warm welcome. You know him, you love him, Sir Softcast. There he is in the flesh.
Well, some people love me. Some people feel as strongly the other way, but that's quite all right.
Some people hate your fucking guts.
Yeah, that's fine, though. We won't ban them, and we'll listen to what they have to say, and maybe I'll make some slight improvements in my life over it.
But maybe you don't, and that's the that's the beauty of it.
Maybe I don't give a shit what they say. Keep being me.
So, Soft, welcome into the show, man. Hopefully everything's going well. I kind of want to breeze through the rest of this chat stuff. Steel Toe Live starts in about 4 minutes. I do want to get to that, but what do you make this whole, and we kind of touched on it on Thursday, but what do you make of this whole Chad MLC thing? Seeing Chad like this on Friday, to me was, phenomenal. I mean, drunk Chad to me is entertaining Chad. But again, it's like if somebody is that way, it's like you almost want to call and get them help. But what is your thoughts in all this Chad Zumac stuff? I know you don't like Chad, but good.
Well, I really think that Chad did bring views to MLC, so he has a point there. Lots of people like to see what Chad does next, as evidenced by the Friday night show. He was drunk out of his mind, and people were loving it. He made tons of money. We got 3 or 4 hype trains. It was incredible. Now, my feeling really is Chad wants to be invited back on MLC. For as much as he talks about it, he wants to get back in there because that's the big boys. And right now, he's just running along like a roughshod rebel, you know what I mean, doing his own thing. But on MLC, he's grounded with a big show with real names. So I think that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up as well. It's like, he's doing this now. He's trying, like, obviously there's an opportunity at hand, right? He's, just got kicked off of MLC. So what better way to get back at him than to stream snipe him and pull half of their viewers? But if Kevin today called Chad and was like, yo, Chad, I want you back on Monday. And if you do come back on, I want you to fucking kiss the ring of the Don. Chad would do it. You know what I mean? Chad wants that exposure.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that. He would feel salty about it for a second, but he would absolutely kiss the ring because Kevin has some longevity there, for the show. Now, all these super chats are growing or whatever, but this is the most money Chad's ever made, and he knows where that well is actually drilled and where it comes from in the end, and that's MLC.
Right. All right, so it's 7:58. I want to pull up this steel toe stuff. We have a lot to get into tonight. I kind of only just scratched the surface. I got kind of distracted with the chat. But we have steel toe to get into. Tom Chilstrom. I mean, I sent you some of this stuff, man, and that was a find. That when
Tom is great.
Oh my God, it's the best. Tom is my new favorite person, besides Corey, of course. So, yeah, we have a lot to get to tonight as well. Let's pull up this Steel Toe Live. Let's see what they're doing. We'll get back into Chad. But before actually, we have a minute. So I do want to play this. We were talking soft on Thursday. Now, where's the fucking clip at? Oh, he just went away. He said, fuck this show. I'm out.
No, I'm fixing my other camera. I'll be right back on.
All right. No problem. Where the fuck did it just go? Here we go. So we were talking on Thursday. I got to share my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, bro. That looks way fucking better.
Oh, I need my background down, though, man. Ouch.
Ouch, he says. Look at that, man. Whoo! That is nuts. The bed, phenomenal, by the way. People are going to be freeze framing that and zooming in for the rest of the time.
I deserve it. It's all right. I'll take the heat when I get it. You know what I mean, you gotta be real about it all.
All right, so let's share the screen here. So I want to be sharing this screen, share the sound, start sharing. Boom. So you should see yourself and be able to hear everything. So before we jump into Steel Toe Live, I want to play this. We've been on Bob Levy new pool watch, and this is the latest we've had from Bob. I tried to look into getting a records request from the county. To no avail, though. It's like you got to fax some information in and get a request, and I don't have the time to do all that, right? But this is what Bob, posted on Twitter the other day. He says, the diggers are here, getting rid of all the concrete now. So this pool saga has now gone on for the better part of, I would like to say, maybe 5 months.
Yeah, that's what I was going to guess.
About 5 months. And this is the progress that, we've made in 5 months. So let's check it out.
The diggers are here. The diggers.
And who's to say this is even Bob Levy's backyard, right? This could be at a random construction site that has nothing to do with a pool. These guys could be building a fence for all we know,
Right. Gina was posting some of these digger photos too, and now she puts herself out in the fray, so I didn't feel too bad, but we were giving her shit like is that going to be an above ground pool? Oh my God, gross and shit like that, trying to fuck with her a little bit.
Well, according to Bob, it's supposed to be a in-ground pool. They're supposed to be raising the ground up. It's supposed to be a lot of intricate shit, going on, but if I'm Bob Levy, and this, I've had this pool guy now kind of, jerk me around for the better part of 5 months. Wouldn't you just look for another pool guy or another service to go install your pool? Like, I know people who have called pool install guys, right? I don't even know what they're called, but we'll call them pool install guys. And that day they come in and install the pool. Like, within 24 hours, they got a nice in-ground pool.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it happens that quick, but definitely quicker than 5 months.
No, obviously not in 24 hours. I was being a little fucking
but way quicker than 5 months.
All right, so Steel Toe is live. Let's tune into Steel Toe. Again, like I said, this show is going to be everywhere tonight. Up, down, left, right, sideways. Steel Toe is live. I'm feeling froggy tonight, guys. So if you want to get into their chat and cause some havoc, I wouldn't stop you guys. Obviously, the Imholtz are live. April, what the fuck is going on with her hair? Look at this shit. So you can see this, right?
Oh, yeah. What is that in the back?
We have gifted memberships now. So in order to get a gifted membership,
so this is new.
It goes by watch time and interaction.
Hold on.
So the people who interact the most and watch the most get the gifted memberships first.
She's drinking tonight.
And then also, in order to receive them, you have to hit the join button and hit the 3 dots in the corner and say membership settings and then activate membership on this channel. That's how you do that. So if you're wondering, you're like, hey, I'm here all the time. I didn't get gifted one. You got to activate.
Nobody's wondering that.
On the join thing.
Nobody in your chat is wondering, oh, I'm here all the time. When can I get a gifted membership? Nobody fucking cares.
Gifting the fuck out of
memberships. But this is new now. So they just started gifting memberships.
10, 15, 16.
We got Double Agent Citizen M in the chat, as you can see, in this chat and in ours, of course.
Doctor gifted a
All right.
baby boot to PA Cheddar.
Your old pale
Phoenix,
soft might go.
gifted
Go
five
ahead.
to
We wanna start
Sad
Havoc
Boy,
tonight, guys.
Iceman,
Did Aaron get a haircut, by the way, and a
Mr.
fucking
Monkey
beard
Fox
trim?
and Kane J. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
buddy.
he cleaned up a little
And,
bit.
then you got Everyday.
Was this recent or was this last week? Because I haven't really watched Steel Toe in probably in 7 days, maybe.
I think the haircut's new. He trimmed his beard a few days ago, though. He's very proud of that thing. He likes to talk about it, so we get regular updates.
Right. Okay. But yeah, April hair is looking like a rat's nest unfolded. I'm sure if Gino is still in this chat, he's not going to find this segment to his liking. He's a Steel Toe fan, which Gino, I don't know if I can't convert you by the end of this to jump off the Steel Toe bandwagon.
That all goes towards.
That all goes
Whoa.
towards.
A little feedback there.
There you go.
There you go.
Friday's show. So thank you guys very, very much. Okay, let's get into the chat and let's see what you guys have for us. And if you want to gift memberships as a, Steel Toe's got gifted memberships.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Stevie J says April married a boomer.
Tiny bit. Yeah, we have a boomer millennial relationship
It's a
here.
boomer millennial relationship, I suppose. All right.
Yeah,
let's
that's what
go
she just
in
said.
And let's see what people are up to tonight. I see it's hard for me now. I'm adjusting getting through all these gifted membership things.
Oh, that's a humble brag.
Alrorix says, okay, are you going to put the actually good ones up as member only or just more of the drama stuff? Good question, Alrix. Actually,
Why does April
members
look
are going to get
either
more
she looks
like the
bloated
shows-
and not interested in being here tonight, or she just looks like tired or mad? She doesn't look right tonight.
Well, she's wearing like that hoodie that's covering everything up. It's like she's not even trying to put the puppies up,
Yeah, well, we've covered that, man. She's been letting them things hang out for the better part of 2 weeks now. So now she's completely covering her chesticles up.
Yeah.
clips. But the fans will like it more, so I think we'll put.
But this is another thing, though. It's like, Aaron. This is a members only show. Aaron prides himself in not going to the chat, right? He's like, I don't read my live chat. Within the first 5 minutes, he's in the live chat. And if you're watching this back as a member, you spend $4.99. You're watching this back. You don't have the access to that live chat. So you're just watching a guy read a chat that makes, no sense to you in live time. Like if you were to watch this back tomorrow, you're like, what are you doing? Like, what are you covering?
Yeah, it would make no sense.
It makes zero sense.
Walker says gifting memberships is a fun way to out secret watchers hiding in the background, like myself. Oh no, Kevin Brennan's gonna end up getting a gifted membership.
She just got creamed
about that because people that are just lurking
Hold on.
constantly.
Hold on.
Gonna
That's
show
fucking
up.
hilarious. I gotta give a shout out to Tony Sal 645 saying she just got creamed. That's kind of gross and funny at the same time. The puppies are on strike, Chris says. Megamind is trying. Really, guys? We are still in Mega Month, by the way. Don't get it twisted. And April is, of course, Megamind, guys.
You dare challenge Megamind!
But yeah, so a lot of interesting developments. So Steel Toe has now enabled their gifted memberships after what? I don't even know how long they've been monetized, but it's about time. That's the first thing I did. When I got this channel set up.
And guys, feel free to renew those when they're all done. Holy shit, this chat is busy. I'm going to try to keep up. All right, a lot of people just thanking. Don Lemonade says, Aaron, I'll give it to you. Gervonta Davis in 8 was a damn close call. Solid prediction. Thank you.
Blue
That was
Mosaic
my
said
call.
he said I was a
rooting
friend
for,
too.
Garcia.
Me too.
But because Gervonta Tank Davis.
That's Aaron's biggest cope, right? If you're like, if you ever interacted with Aaron Soft, I know he did this with you. He did this with me as well. But if you ever even interacted in their chat, and then now all of a sudden, you're shitting on him for good reason. Well, his cope with that is, oh, well, he's just a fan or he's a friend and he's lost, right? He'll come back around to the Steel Toe train.
Right, or he plays it off like like I'm joking for the people who don't know me. You know, Soft is really a fan. He's just having fun.
Right. It's the biggest fucking gaslight I've ever seen in my life.
That looked more like
So he's talking about the boxing match that happened last night that nobody really gives a shit about at the end of the day. Ryan Garcia lost. Okay, that's it. Move on. Like, you're not a boxing expert. And we have a video that we're going to play right after this that's going to prove you shouldn't, out of all the topics that you could be talking about, the one topic you don't talk about is boxing. Because you are the furthest thing, one, from an athlete, and two, from an expert. If I want boxing news, I'm going to go to boxing.com and get my latest updates. I'm not going to go to the Steel Toe show. Again, this is who their average fan is, their average supporter, the average person in their chat. Besides Citizen M. I do like Citizen M. But besides him, it's like these people live under a fucking rock and they actually get their news from Steel Toe. Even you, Gino, if you're still in this fucking chat. You've admitted that. You've said, "Oh, I get my news from Steel Toe." Imagine getting your news from Steel Toe. Sorry, that really bothers me, man. Really fucking bothers me.
Well, you're always going to be 4 or 5 days behind what everyone else has talked about.
Yeah, and that's like at best, right?
Right.
Let's tune back into the Imholtz.
Teenage autistic shit stirrer. When he's being nice, it's like, okay, good. That's who you should grow up to be. That's who you should be as an adult. But it just doesn't seem like you.
Sure.
That's all. It just
you,
doesn't
sir.
seem like you. Is there a baby in the Jarro boot tier, says Hutch Not Starsky. I can rename it. Baby in the Jarro boot.
It's fun.
Matt Fields
Soft,
says,
you drinking tonight?
Shitting on the hammerhead
A little
jar,
bit.
Brittany
Well,
Venti
cheers,
says,
man. I'm about to pour one up.
retard hole.
All right. I got a
Vertebrate
little
retard
self-confident
hole.
when everyone was bragging on how
People
drunk
with their
Dad was.
opinions on the Alex Stein, Brittany Venti thing.
Well,
I watched
cheers to you,
them
Soft, and cheers to the
later
chat.
on,
Cheers, Kat.
God damn
Cheers
it, you
to
know
you,
where you've
man.
been on Simcast with her. Not
So
Leanne.
Anna, that Star Wars girl,
Star Wars girl.
the Jack.
Star Wars girl.
Jack show.
The Jack
It's
show.
The Jack show.
Hit me
So
up,
I
Star
watched,
Wars girl.
Chrissy, Brittany, and Alex
have fun.
on the Jack show, and pretty much everyone on the
This
Jack
has been a
show
very
said,
fun show.
said, Very Brittany, fun come show, on. very fun week.
Mm.
Brittany does this thing. This is what I don't like about Brittany Venti. It's the disingenuousness and the way she kind of like flip-flops between two characters. Either she's a dumb bitch who doesn't know what the fuck is going on and woe is me, or she's this big bad bitch who owns the libs and, is pro-free speech and talks
Look at April.
shit. You can't be both. I think only women get away with that because men allow them to.
She goes by bimbo, not bitch.
Right, but are you bimbo?
Oh, good one,
and
April.
Alex asked her this question straight up, and I think one of the guys on the Jack show did. Are you bimbo, or are you free speech princess owning the libs culture warrior? Because you can't be both. You're not allowed to be both. You can't play in this arena that she's in and be both. Now,
And who
I
are
think
you
she's a very
to
smart
be this
person. I
arbiter
do.
of fucking who
I
people
think
could
she's
be
smart.
and not
I
be?
think she knew what she
Who the
was
fuck are
doing.
you?
I think she got
Well, I mean,
Alex.
Sarah
I don't
Palin
even think she.
bimbo, and she owned the libs, right?
Right, two things can be true at once.
Right. What the fuck's he talking about?
Aaron really thinks he's like judge, juror, and executioner. Like he thinks he's like whatever he says goes. And again, it's I think it's a reflection from his chat and the people who are in his chat gassing his fucking head up because they don't push back on him. They're just like, yeah, man, this is fucking, yeah, you're right. She's a bimbo. She don't do anything. It's like they enable this sort of behavior is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he has very big echo chamber where he gets a lot of, you're right, Aaron, I agree with you, Aaron, which I'm sure makes you feel good, but that's not probably an accurate view of how the real world views what you're talking
Absolutely not, man, because if there's anybody with any sort of pushback, he is the first person to fucking jump on that ban button and completely fucking remove them from his chat. And if you disagree with Aaron, you won't disagree in his chat room for long because either Zen Rhino is giving you the boot, Aaron's giving you the boot, or whoever the fuck else is their mod, Stevie Lou is giving you a boot. So there's no room for discourse. It's just whatever Aaron says goes. You see my chat, it's open. You guys shit on me, I embrace it, right? It's like that's how people get better. But if I just like shut everyone out, whoever said a bad thing about now, there's a difference between like having fun and then like actually critiquing what I'm doing. But if I blocked any negative comments out, it would be like, well, what how would you ever expect to grow?
Right. And like when I was reading the chats before I came on tonight, people were saying bad stuff about me, and maybe I don't like reading it all or looking at it all, but I don't necessarily know that I can say right offhand whether they're right or wrong. I should at least look at what they said to me.
Sam V says, TK Sister, let's see if she's drinking. If she's not, something is up. April? Yeah, April's drinking tonight. It looks like possibly rum and Coke.
People right now with podcasts that
mixed
hate our
drink.
guts that are learning that lesson the hard way now, where that life burns up quick.
No, it doesn't.
When you use other people, that gets boring after a while. You've got to create your own thing. And to me, that wasn't her creating her own thing. That was piggybacking off of an already existent beef, as it were. Don't worry.
Why
Alex
does
will talk
April-
about that and
look
a
at her
bunch of other
face.
stuff when he joins us on the show next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
messaging
yeah?
Alex earlier today, and he said, yeah, I can make it, but it'll have to be next week. I'm very busy. I think he means next week, not this week, but the next one.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, people don't have time for drama like this usually. Like, people like Alex are very, very busy. And we're very, very
really?
busy over here, too. And I guess...
Oh, you're busy?
I guess as long as Chrissy's the only one, in my opinion, who should be offended that's not Alex here.
Yeah.
Like, over the whole thing. So I guess if everyone there is burying the hatchet, then whatever.
She
Wow,
says right about
April
it.
with a hot
Loki
take.
Wolf Whisperer says what Brittany did was
Yeah,
premeditated. She knew exactly what she was
so-
doing.
Hold on.
Venti said a magic catchphrase.
Can't say that. What did you say?
She tried to compare their show to Alex Stein. She was like, he's very busy.
And
and-
we're
They're-
busy. He's busy. We're equals.
Right. What the fuck's she thinking?
And then you hear her at the end. She's like, like she like sighs out of disgust after she
Right.
says something, because she knows, man. Like she adds zero to the show. I mean, we have to continue to highlight that. She'll quit or get a divorce. I will stop at, until one thing comes true. I will not stop. And Aaron,
I was thinking too when they were talking about doing the radio show. Aaron said he was gonna take some meetings or whatever.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I don't know, but I can't believe any radio exec would look at her and go, "She's a good co-host." They would have had to split up that team and bring in, I don't know, some wacky radio guy. I can't believe a radio station would hire that as a package.
Well, I mean, unless she's like dressing up in a two-piece fucking, a bikini every fucking show, it's like you have nothing to offer. And it's not like me sexualizing April in any which way. It's just like we've heard you speak before. Like your takes are not even lukewarm. Like I've heard lukewarm takes better than this shit.
Yeah.
So let's get back into it though.
I don't ever get.
It's a Steel
I
Toe
always
Live
find
membership
time-
show.
I either eat after and I starve during the show, or I find time to eat before I go on a show.
Whoa, she starves
I've never
during
had
the
to eat
show.
here.
And it's like the
If I
slurping.
eat here, it
and
was
the-
by choice, like because of a bit, right?
Yeah, like you're like, oh, we promised we'd do this thing, and now here,
Yeah.
and you do it like almost ironically.
Yes.
Turtle says Alex turned me with his interaction with Ventney. He goes hard in the paint for the gimmick.
Hard in the motherfucking
Would you say he
paint.
went hard in the paint?
He went hard in the motherfucking paint.
Yes, sir. Keep repping that fucking podcast, you fucking bitch. So we just found out something there though. So April, when she's on the show, she is starving. She doesn't eat before the show, not on the show. So she's like doing this on an empty stomach. No wonder why her fucking takes are fucking trash. Let's keep watching.
Then it goes to members only. This is kind of we do the live stream for everybody. So then once it's over, if you jumped in halfway
She has a
through, you wanna
fupa,
watch the other
somebody
half, or you want
says.
to watch any of our members only shows every week, just become
Anti-free
a member.
speech,
or
Aaron,
hope
yep.
that you get a gifted membership, which we now have, as the audience displayed earlier. Steve C with $2 says it's not 30 degrees there. You know what, Steve C? You're right. We don't live here. Jeez, what a weirdo.
I've never seen.
He says $5 says, be honest, lean into it, Ape.
No, I'll keep taking your money, but I'm sorry my sweatshirt offends you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go, I don't know.
Steve C, you got to
What?
really
Say it. Say
take
it.
Maybe you
easy
should
there,
try
buddy.
wearing one sometime. They're very comfortable.
Whoa,
BKJ
sick burn.
Bearcat says, I heard Otaku got buried recently. Impossible. That can never happen.
Need a big bobcat.
Yeah, Otaku never gets
Wow, fat
buried.
jokes.
Otaku is
Original.
But Otaku's got a golden shovel. He buries all of them. I'm telling you.
I don't think any. Yeah, Yeah, how do you win over that guy?
You can't. He's
I don't
the
think
best.
so.
He's the best.
Is he coming on tomorrow?
He never got back to me. I told him,
Wow.
hey, you can come on whenever you want. Why not?
Oh,
Wrestling
And,
Otaku
he
has
never
been
got-
on
like,
this
I've
show.
always- I've gotten that far with Otaku numerous times. where it's
refuses
like,
to
all
go
right,
on
it's
Steel
time
Toe.
for me to come on your show. And I go, all right, when?
He doesn't like you.
And he goes, Monday. And I say, all right, Monday sounds great.
any
What
day.
do you think?
Any
and
day
then,
sounds great.
And then I never get the response after that.
Guys, we want
I
Havoc
never
in
get
their
the
chat.
response.
Havoc.
Sucks a dick.
Chaos.
That sandbagging son of a bitch, says Kyle W. Yeah, what do you do? All right, off we go.
Where?
Oh, God, you guys killed the first 20 minutes. Holy shit, we only got about 35 left to go. Thank you very much. We got to get into some of this stuff. Some of it's left over from Friday's show. Some of it's
Great.
new from
Friday
the weekend.
news.
That Mississippi welfare scandal, remember the one that Brett Favre tried to,
It was for his daughter's college volleyball.
Yeah, Southern
thing?
Miss. It was for Southern
okay.
Miss's volleyball field house. He was trying
Hold
to
on.
get some
Fieldhouse,
money.
yeah.
And like a bunch of state agency people said, "Oh, Mr. Favre, we'd love to help you. Talk to this person. Talk to
Hold
that
on, hold
person.
on, hold
Talk
on.
to that person." And they eventually got to like the welfare office. And Brett Favre, shanghaied a couple $1,000,000 from the welfare
Hold on,
office
Soft. Give me 1 second.
for a Southern Mississippi volleyball field house. And that
Sorry,
helped
guys, give me
blow
1
it
second
wide
here.
open,
1
but I
second.
guess also because Brett Favre sued Pat McAfee or something. Like it's a
Right.
really convoluted, complicated story.
It's complex.
But it ended up launching an investigation into the entire
1 second here,
Mississippi
guys.
welfare office and how widespread this was. And it turns out the Mississippi
Soft, you can still see
welfare
that, right? Give me a
office
thumbs up.
loved
All right,
doing favors for people. They love doing a good favor.
How much did they love it?
Oh, so much so that more names are coming out. Former WWE wrestler Ted DiBiase Jr., the $1 Million Man's kid, ironically,
Wow.
has been charged with misappropriating government funds intended for low-income individuals and needy.
So they're talking about this Brett Favre story that's not been relevant since January. Again,
Yeah,
you know,
very old.
a very old, outdated story. But I mean, that really fits them. I mean, to Steel Toe's credit, he is right on fucking par of what his average show is. It's very outdated news, recycled, but nobody really gives a shit about this. Like anybody in this chat, feel free to disagree. I'm seeing a lot of Corey Adam emojis coming in. I see an April. I see an April emoji with a appears to be a cucumber next to it. Very, very good, guys. Very good. I like to see that kind of shit. But it's like, any one of you guys, feel free to disagree with me here. Who is actually going out of their way to follow up on this Brett Favre story that's, a story from December? Just It's just dated shit. And this is their members. Their members pay $4.99 to see this shit. And you're not learning anything new. There's no insight to anything. No big surprises. They're set again. And this is one of the biggest things that I really started to hammer them for. And I don't want to get that lost in all of this in translation. But it's their set, man. It's like they do nothing with their set. Like they take and take and take and take and take and take. But they don't give back to the audience. Aaron's idea of giving back to the audience is he's going to do a story from January and, somehow wow you with his words. It's completely fucking ridiculous.
I literally haven't heard anybody talk about this in months.
Because nobody cares. Let Brett Favre be Brett Favre. He snorts Oxycontin and fucking, fucks New York Jet cheerleaders. He's going to do him. If he wants to scam Mississippi welfare offices, so be it. I can't stop him. You sure as hell can't stop him, Aaron. So it's like, what are we even talking about? Just keep watching this fucking dog shit program that is Steel Toe. And by the way, didn't they say last week or 2 weeks ago that they were going to have new overlays on their night streams?
New templates.
Well, right, that's what he called it, new templates. New templates, and it's the same shit. Same fucking shit. Aaron's breasts, though, tonight do look a little hefty.
Yeah, that happened twice in a row.
Yeah,
Not long ago, didn't it?
The Hormood.
Hormood.
The
that's one.
Hormood grocery store. Yeah, that guy
Aaron
was.
Chris
It's by
says.
Bill Bonanza.
He was just. He
Eagles
was
win Super Bowl next
basically
year. Max, I hope they
giving
do.
people discounted cash for their food stamps and shit.
Melton,
and
what
then
to
he was
do with
turning
that
them
one?
into the government for the full
Melton in here?
compensation.
Yep.
And he was making himself a nice little bank and keeping his
Bill Barbie?
food stocks on the shelves.
Or Bixby, sorry.
So he's
Bill
making
Bixby.
a profit on these cards, and it's just all red meat because it's not like these people bought anything with the food
Bill
stamps.
Bixby says this
He just
guy is
gave 'em, like,
correct, but
I think it
his
was like
delivery
40 or
is
50
moist.
cents on the dollar.
I don't know if he's
And so
referring to
he'd
me
make
or
a
what.
2-to-1 profit on these things.
Oh my God.
Looking pretty nice.
Jay says no
ballsy.
respect
For
for
the
the
owner
audience.
of
Extremely rude. Yes.
Hormood.
Now, didn't the one by Culligan on the east side do something too?
Have you seen their set on that
I
Jake
think he did
Hudson
something
video?
similar.
No. Send it to me.
Yeah, I think
I
it
don't
was
know-
the
I
same.
don't
I think
remember
it was
his
the
name.
same place.
Firtzwell?
Yeah.
Oh, he owns
Fitzwell?
both. Okay.
John Davis was the executive director of the Mississippi Department of Human Services
hold on.
when the alleged scheme took place.
This is a great chat as well. Junior Coltrane says Tim Pool can't wear that hat forever. Completely off topic, completely random, but I love it. Eagles might get Derrick Henry. I did see that. Eagles also might get Austin Eckler. I did see.
Millions of dollars are alleged to have been directed to DiBiase's
So you're still talking about this
companies
Brett
for
Favre nonsense.
that DiBiase did not provide and did not intend to provide.
Wait, hold on. Shades Cal says, was Aaron coping with Who Are These Podcasts when he was on Twitch? Do you see that on your side, Soft?
Let me see. I was looking at their feed. Let me see. What was the question?
From Shades Cal, it says, was Aaron coping Who Are These Podcasts when he was on Twitch? I don't know what that is referring to.
Oh, probably saying copying. I guess I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, copying. I'm not quite sure. To be honest, I didn't really see too much of their. I honestly wish their Twitch fucking didn't get deleted because their Facebook is gold. I can only imagine what was on that Twitch. Who has seen Steel Toe on Twitch or watch? Yeah, so that's what we were just saying. It's like, I would pay good money to see Steel Toe on Twitch. That's very rude, Bill. Jay says. The hat is part of him. Yeah, the hat is part of Tim Pool. He has morphed in, the beanie has morphed into his skull.
WE fans, and my dad was $1 million man.
So let's keep
and
watching
what do you
Steel
say?
Toe. Let's see what they're going to get into.
Turtle
It's only
with $2,
another 20
says
minutes or
Clam
so of this
Radio.
nonsense.
There we go.
Clam Radio.
There we go.
Gino.
And Steve C with $5. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate
But guys, I'm not hearing Aaron being thrown off. Are you guys in this chat tonight? Are you guys trying to raise hell? Or are you just kind of coasting, listening to me ramble? Which either way works. But I mean, I kind of want to throw Aaron off his game. There's Onion Diff. Can April explain? Yes. Okay. Shout out to Onion Diff. Can April explain Corey's bounce?
A house and other expenditures.
Obviously, that's not okay.
A boat, a
Shout
car,
out to Onion Diff.
a house, and probably furniture and shit. Ted DiBiase Sr., Brett DiBiase, and Ted DiBiase Jr. were named in a civil suit by the Department of Human Services last May.
Citizen M in their chat says, R.I.P. Patrick Melton behind.
$1 million in illegal
Behind bars. Okay, behind bars.
DiBiase Jr. owes $2.9 million, and Brett DiBiase owes $824,000. NFL legend Brett Favre was also listed in the lawsuit.
See what they got to offer.
As like a reference.
Right.
Sam V says I'm
Holy
blocked.
shit, so the $1 million man,
We're all
ironically,
banned,
might
John.
be
Yeah, well,
in a lot of trouble
not everybody's
With some
banned.
monies.
because of the millions of dollars that he may have taken. You know what I say? Classic heel move.
Oh, is it?
Classic heel.
He
you know
worked
how-
himself into a
Jay
He
shoot.
says
worked
it-
himself into a
Hold
shoot.
on.
You know how
Let me
he's
load
going to
this.
get out of this?
How?
He's going to take the prosecuting attorney and he's going to eye gouge him and then roll out of
Jay
the
says April,
Yeah,
where's that?
exactly.
April needs to address the balance allegations against Corey. Yeah, she's got to speak on his behalf because Corey won't fucking address it. He just keeps bouncing. He's like, oh, I don't know what bouncing is, but I'm gonna just bounce. What is bouncing? What is, you know what I mean? It's like, Corey, come on, dude. Come on, let's get real, dude. This K-Cuck information that I have, man. I sent this to you. I can't wait to get into that shit.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh my God, you guys
Yeah,
were
very
really moving
excited.
during that story. Zen Rhino says, so he was double dipping by turning in the food stamps
Zen
as
Rhino.
actual cash and then still selling.
I'm
the
already
food.
banned from their
Oh,
chat.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn, everyone
The
here is
guy
banned from their chat. That's insane.
that got caught here
I'm
in
about to
St.
just get in their
Cloud,
chat and start
he
some
wasn't
shit.
like selling food. He was straight up just buying the
Just-
food stand.
Should
He
I
was
do that?
switching out-
Should I just start
right,
some
exactly. He was
Yeah.
switching
couple-
money for food stuff.
And then you would exchange it to the government, and the government reimburses you.
Soft, are you
So-
banned from their chat?
Yeah, my Softcast is, but I'm in there with a couple other right now. I'm watching it.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Bullshit storm.
I might get in there. Corey bounces, Sam. Yeah, he's a bouncer.
You know what he means.
I honestly
Let's
don't
see.
know
So
what
this
the
steel
bullshit
toe episode is only like another
Thank you.
25
think.
minutes or so. Let's
thank
just
you.
get through this, and then we got a lot more to
Alright.
get to after this.
Sad Boy says, hello, that's fucked up and funny as fuck. I know, the $1 Million Man could be going
We're gonna
to
zoom
jail
in on
along
April's
with his
forehead.
son, which is cute.
I
They'll
just
be going together.
Looks
how
like it's
good
her
they
time of the
watch each
month,
other
if you catch
butt
my
fuck.
drift.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean,
everyone gets lonely, right?
yeah, father and son. Oh, also,
Look at that
the
rat's
Wild are
nest.
playing tonight. Some people wanted us to push back the members only show
Unattractive.
until the Wild
None.
were done.
I actually was so busy I forgot they were on.
Yeah, I saw it was 0-0 the last I saw. I think that's our only sports team that's doing well. Oh, going into the third
Aw.
period, it's 1-0 Dallas.
Come on.
Yeah, the Twins are struggling. The Wolves are about to be eliminated. In fact, the Wolves will probably be eliminated from the playoffs tonight.
When are they on?
But the Wild are doing okay. I think 8 or 8:30
Okay.
we're on. Mo Power Sports says Aaron doesn't bounce and April is sad about it. No, I'm sorry.
I don't even know who that is, but
I gotta
great work.
work on it. The
She's
Happy
so
Plague Doctor says, I'd like
confused.
to think Ric Flair was
Look at her
in Lord
face.
of the Rings.
Dude, we're taking heat in their chat. That's awesome.
Derek Andrews says, off
How
topic,
so?
but
Let me
is
check it
Landau
out.
going to be on the boss's show tomorrow? Yeah, Anthony's going to have
Win by
Dave
2 is lame
Landau
as
on,
fuck, somebody
and
says.
I was able to watch more of that
That's
Dave
great.
Landau, Michael Malice thing.
Okay.
That's so
Crowder
funny. Hold on, I'm gonna lower
is
this.
Not only bit the piece of shit.
So let's read some of their. Yeah, so win by 2. Okay, so that's one win by 2 mention.
And yeah, probably worse.
Imagine like really like
Daily Wire was like, hey, if you
simping for Aaron.
whatever.
Yeah, so he's got his guys watching us watch him. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Told in his new contract that they were
What's this dude's name? Stut Joe Biden. Shout out to you.
back home and you don't get paid, you don't get paid.
Ohm is a regular in this chat as well. How about the isotopes?
We see the projection.
He says, let's see, Twins lost to.
Bed Bath & Beyond is done.
Okay, so wait, win by 2 is he says it again. Win by 2 is lame as fuck. That's so funny.
Bed Bath & Beyond is over with. They're finished.
Fucking awesome, dude. Good job, everyone.
Winding down operations.
I thought they were
Wait,
done.
everyone over at Win by 2 says
not.
hi. It's full
I
of
thought
your
people
band
were talking about it at one
chatters.
point and then
I don't know if
Softcast
that's
was
the real Patrick
struggling
Melton.
in
We could
there.
probably find that
No,
out.
the
Let's
one
see
in
if we
St.
can.
Cloud here closed down
No, we
quite
can't.
a while back.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
I don't think it
filed
is,
for
though.
bankruptcy
If I was a betting
protection,
man, I
but
would say
stores
no.
and websites
Yeah,
will
I don't
remain
think it is
open
either.
and continue serving customers. Now that happens a lot. You'll get
So
different
he's now
kinds of
switched from
bankruptcies where a business
Brett
will declare
Favre
bankruptcy and they're done, or it'll be like a good
to
example is
Bed
iHeartRadio.
Bath and Beyond.
They declared bankruptcy about 6-7 years ago, and it was just a reorganization.
Sure.
So they could come back out of bankruptcy.
Yep.
There's
The League of
cut.
Home
Yeah.
Goods chain
He-
made
he
the
likes
filing
the show. He
Sunday
does not
in
like
U.S.
me.
District Court in New Jersey, listing its estimated assets
Patrick got
and
arrested
liabilities in the
anyways
range
for
of
internet
$1 billion
crimes.
and $10 billion.
So I see Citizen M. This is the second mention of Patrick being arrested. I mean, is there any validity to that, or is that just a troll?
That sounds like a troll, or maybe it's old news. I don't know.
Fair.
1 to 10.
You
Yeah,
can't like
well,
narrow that down anymore.
Here,
I think
I'm
once you're
gonna
down
look
$1
this up real
billion.
quick.
What's it matter?
yeah, once you're down $1 billion, it's like, all right, we're in
Here,
the
we'll,
end
we'll
game now.
go back live into April's
In a statement, the
fucking
company
rat's
based
nest.
in Union, New Jersey, said it voluntarily made the filing to implement an orderly
Actually, I can't
wind down
and then
of
search
its
something
business while
simultaneously.
conducting a limited marketing process to solicit interest in one or more sales of some or all of its assets.
Stuff Joe Biden says you're welcome.
They're gonna. I mean, it might not close down. Somebody might buy the thing.
Yeah, but why?
Stuff Joe
would
Biden's
you-
like the only person
Because
who's not
Bed
banned
Bath
in that
Beyond's
chat.
Me, while kind of a cool store.
Let's
to
see.
shop around for me just because I like house stuff. Was like you can find.
But
all
yeah,
that shit
Stuff Joe Biden.
anywhere.
Keep saying that. Win by 2's
Honestly.
lame. Win by 2's watching,
gotta
but
go
they
to a bunch of
suck.
different
You know what I mean?
places,
Just
but you can get
get
it.
him to mention us.
Now
People go
that's
to
and I'll
Target more
send
than
you a
Bed Bath
fucking-
and Beyond.
yeah, Bed Bath and
pony
Beyond
or
is
something.
like,
I don't know. I'll send you
this
something.
is how little I know about these fucking places.
Let me see.
I always have them confused with what's the candle one?
Imagine
Bath
if
and
Melton
Body
really
Works.
did
Bath
get
and
arrested.
Body Works. Are they a similar thing?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
like-
Because when I hear one, I hear the other.
So check it out, like a Bed Bath and Beyond. You walk in, they've got everything from like patio furniture and
Holy
doormats
shit.
to kitchen
Wait.
and dishes and cookware. They've got a tiny candle
This
section.
is
then
kind
it
of
moves
crazy.
to
I have to put
blinds
these
and
guys on
shades, Then
mute
it's bedding and bathroom
because I search
stuff
on
and-
Google. I type in Patrick Melton arrest, and it's not the first thing, but it's the second thing that pops up. Patrick Lewis Melton, and this guy kind of looks like Melton, like a tad. Do you see this?
No, I don't see it.
All right, tell me if you see it now.
Oh, I see it now.
So it says Florida Department of Law Enforcement sexual offender predator flyer, and it's this guy right here who looks like he could be Melton's actual like cousin, possibly.
Yeah, he could be a relative. It's not Patrick, but it's pretty funny.
From Florida to Tampa, Florida. What's he? Is he like hanging out with Chad? He was in possession of photo pictures showing sexual performance by a child. That's fucking icky. And he was guilty, convicted. So this guy is currently sitting behind bars. That's pretty nuts. I mean, if you were drunk and your eyes were squinted a little bit, you might get this confused with Nobody Likes Onions. But yeah, of course, this is not Patrick. This is an imposter. Let's take it back live into the steel toe conglomerate.
Go off how down he is to Ric Flair.
Ric
And
Flair
it didn't
content.
work out well. Again, I could have gotten
Wow.
wrong information, but
It's
what I
from
heard
Florida.
is that the
When is
interview
he-
could have
where
been
is he
a
from?
lot better.
I don't know where
don't
Melton
really
is
know.
from,
If it was just Joe,
but that wasn't Melton.
and if it was,
I mean, it
just
was
Rick.
Melton, but it wasn't
I
Melton.
don't really know how I feel about Tony Hinchcliffe.
Okay, so Citizen
I
M
haven't
says
seen
I
enough
told
about him.
them. So what did
I guess but I
Onion
know
Diff
he
win by
likes-
2
he
is
likes to
sniping
talk
you
like that.
losers?
He's one of those guys.
Let's go,
who, every
Onion
time
Diff.
Joe's got a wrestling guy on. He's
Let's see
always
what did
there,
Citizen
'cause
M
Joe
say?
doesn't know a lot about pro wrestling.
Win by 2 is stream
And Tony
sniping
comes
you
in and goes,
now.
well, I know. And some, okay, when Jake the Snake was on, I thought Tony Hinchcliffe was really helpful
all
because
right.
he knew some stuff.
We're taking predictions
But
here,
I also
Softcast.
understand,
What do you
if you get a
think
wrestling
Aaron's comeback is going to be? Am I going to be, the Red Bar wannabe, or the Jesse PS wannabe, or, that guy's just a nobody. He just needs us to fucking, you know what I mean? Which one do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to
That's
be
fine.
he
As long-
doesn't
if
know
people
who you
loving
are.
The show and they're watching it.
Wait.
That's
That's
fine.
just-
You don't even need to mention them. Not a big deal.
Oh.
Look, people want to try and get famous off our back.
There it is. It's the
Yeah,
third
you
one.
guys act
I
like this
consider it. I
stream-
consider it a great compliment.
You act like that's something new.
They want daddy's attention.
No.
They're not going to get it, guys. If
Haven't
you're a
got
fan,
it for a
if you're a
long
fan of
time.
this show, just don't worry about it. Thank you, Turtle, for the
We're
5 gifted
fans of
memberships.
this
Looks like it's going out to
show.
Trucker 18 Wheeler, Patrick,
Wow.
David Skywalker, James J. Weed, and the
So-
Optic Nerve.
Thanks, guys.
All getting one. Thank you guys
He-
very.
If I hope it was
Yes.
worth your $2 or $4. Thank you.
Onion Diff, message me on Twitter. I will reimburse you the $2. Win by 2 has you on blast, brother. Yeah, tell him like I'm exposing his crimes as we speak. But this is a tactic that Aaron would pull to Opie, to Chad, to DSP, and all these guys. And now that we're stream sniping him, he can't handle it. Oh, they're just fans and they need us to get famous. Motherfucker, you have 277 viewers. In the grand scheme of things, that is the population of my block. Nobody knows who the fuck you are, and you're not famous. You live in Minnesota, by the way.
Right. I think Patrick said it very well on one of his shows the other night. He was just like, I'm a nobody, but I understand it. Aaron doesn't get it. Even in the grand scheme of thing, if you get like 30,000 views on a show, that's still nothing.
Check this out.
In the grand scheme of thing.
Check this out. Zen Rhino, one of Aaron's pay pigs, says, Derek Chauvinist, I think Win by 2 might be a gay pedophile. I don't even know what MBG means, but those are some hefty allegations from Zen Rhino. Now, Zen Rhino, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? Because, that just screams projection, my friend. Let's tune back live.
With apparent precision had been made to remove the hide around the cow's mouth on one side, leaving the
What did
meat
Derek
under
Chauvinist
the
even
removed
say?
hide untouched. The tongue was also completely removed from the
Who
body.
the fuck is Win by 2? Okay, that's fair.
with
You don't
no
know who
blood
we
spot.
are.
This
Derek
reminds
Chauvinist,
me of
tune
the
in.
Ice truck killer
You'll
from
be
Dexter.
A little bit.
You'll
That
like the
means
show.
They removed it with a
We watched
very, very
them-
hot knife.
Watch us.
Well, not only that, 2 of the 6 cows also had their assholes and genitals
let's go back
removed
in live here.
with the
Good
same
work, guys. Wait, he's
precision
seriously
cuts.
accusing
so this
you.
guy knew how to cut out
Holy shit.
anus?
Citizen
But
M,
why?
He
you're
knew
a
how to cut off the bull cock.
I think the
Wow.
award goes to Citizen M tonight because he says he is seriously accusing you of horrific acts on his show. I'm sure you have defamation claim against Win by 2. Great work.
Gotta get a cow. Out
Great
of the
work,
herd.
Citizen M.
On 2 of the cows, a circular cut
Wow.
was made, removing the anus and the external genitalia. This circular cut was made with the same precision as
You
the
guys should get in there and be like, how does it feel to know that Anthony Cumia doesn't even know who you are? How does it feel to do 4 shows on Compound Media and Anthony Cumia, you know, when asked, doesn't even know your first name?
each case. No,
Because, you know, you guys could say my name a whole bunch of times. He's just going to say I'm a fan or, you know, whatever the 3 other things he says is the Jesse PS, the Red Bar thing, right? That kind of stuff gets old. What would really hurt him is knowing that his idol doesn't even know who the fuck he is. That would kind of sting, I feel. Sam V says, Win by 0. I like it. We might be changing the channel tomorrow to Win by 0.
Because that's all too perfect. Like when something seems
No,
so...
this is the Madison
Good
County
work,
Sheriff's
guys.
Office
Great fucking job.
reporting it.
Well, I don't
Keep them
know.
coming. Keep them
I
coming.
guess. Well, then it's absolute like horror movie stuff.
It's fucking aliens.
That leads me
And
to
I'm sorry I got to
believe
keep
that, like,
pausing this, but you got to remember, like, this is their members only show. So when their fans, quote unquote fans, watch this back and you're mentioning Win by 2 and he's saying Win by 2, then it sparks some curiosity. And then their people starts coming over here. And whether it's for good or bad is irrelevant. Just eyes over here.
well, that's just gay.
We've got more.
We're
from
trying
the
to
alleged
awaken
killers.
people
Okay.
from this fucking cult leader.
Barely conscious pond scum.
I mean, someone asked.
I'm not sold.
Someone said, "Do you want to get rid of the cows?" You know what he said?
What?
Worst way.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, the optic nerve is saying too it's not a fake story.
It's not. No, I mean it's reported by the.
But it seems so otherworldly. Nobody can do that. Like nobody just steals cows and then gets no blood on them.
There's
Well,
a fake
someone-
Cutting
Sam
off
V
their
over
body
there.
Parts.
Someone said that people are making the fucking Mars attack. Oh, yeah, I forgot Mars attacks. Didn't they kill a shitload of cows?
Oh, Mars.
Oh, the fucking Mars attack
Hold on.
sound. One of the
Yeah.
One of the
For all our
farmers
members, we
yelled
have
at
yak
the
yak as an emoji. I want to
Hey,
see yak yaks in the
cut off
chat.
his tongue. You're really being a dick. And so then he cut off.
Throw
the-
them yak yaks in the chat. All our
cock in
members.
the asshole, and he said,
Yeah.
So he's playing. So he's doing this bit where he does, I think, once a week, where he like starts a bit and then just finishes it with his soundboard. I mean, it's so fucking like beginnerish. This is what you do if like you just started streaming yesterday. You don't really have jokes. You don't really have punchlines or any delivery. So your delivery is, oh man, and then I went outside and then said,
I don't have to leave my house.
like it's the hackiest shit ever.
Oh,
Yeah, see the yak yaks are coming in. Cope, yak yaks. Corey's are coming in. Very nice.
I got the gifted memberships. I was able to figure
Very
out.
nice, guys. Let's keep seeing them.
What
We love it.
what the parameters for it were. I figured out what I was missing, and I was able to fix it. Hey, why did we get rid of Tyler's comment? That was a fucking Men in Black reference.
So
Brandon,
their
thank you,
mods
buddy.
are already
probably
banning
just
people
didn't know
for
that.
talking about
that
Men
was
in
a goddamn
Black.
Men in Black reference, a fucking good one too.
Pathetic.
When the aliens asked who was in the house, what did they
Cheers
say?
to you guys. You guys are crushing it tonight.
I fucking have that one.
You know, I've noticed an infestation here.
They wanted to celebrate, by the way.
What is your
the
show?
How?
The aliens actually said,
If you care to join me in the parlor, we will
Again, sound bites.
Okay.
Like,
no,
anybody
wait.
could do this.
Before we get off this story, I need to actually know, since you're rather smart at most things, what actually happened here. So you got 6 cows, 6 different herds, no blood, all their anuses cut off. Like you got
Dicks.
their dicks, their tongues.
yeah.
Everything happened, no blood, no disturbance, and you're gonna tell me that jackals aren't gonna come munch on them?
That's why I'm thinking poison. Maybe the other animals kind of knew, like they could
They're
smell
just gonna
it.
sense that there's poison.
I don't know. I don't know how
what
this
I mean?
happens. And somebody in the chat says 6, not 18,000. No, 18,000 was
Spaghetti
a
Tooth
reference to
John
another
says
thing. There was a
Aaron
fire,
is fixed. They can't have
somewhere
kids.
in Texas where
Right.
18,000.
I don't know how
killed.
true
There was
that
like an
is.
explosion or something.
Yeah, an explosion and fire.
A
killed
narcissist,
18,000
egotistical
guys.
maniac like
Somebody tell
Aaron
me
would
what
never get
happened.
his fucking nuts
Because
snicked ever.
I've got no idea.
I don't know. I
Because
can't
somebody like
explain
him,
this-
like you
the
know,
reason
he's
it's a
thinking
story.
like,
Actually, that's
if
what-
this
it's
relationship
crazy.
doesn't
It's not
work
a
out,
story.
like where can I lay my seed
That's
next?
what I'm thinking.
I know it
thinking this
sounds
didn't
insane to
happen.
normal people,
Madison County
but that's how that motherfucker thinks.
House. Oh, there we go. Okay, NBC News,
Is there a
Fox
video?
News. Now they've got it. Okay.
How about you play me a video and I'll believe you?
But yeah, guys, so we only got
It's
like
pretty weird happening.
I'll see if
15 minutes of this.
Somebody give me
So
an
let's recap
explanation.
really
So
fast.
far, I got jack shit on any.
A quick recap of what their show has been. Their members only show $4.99 a month. This is what you're paying for. What has their show been thus far? Well, a lot of sound bites for starters. Brett Favre's Mississippi fundraising scams that took place in like November. A lot. I did say sound bites. I mean, what else? Live chat, fucking recognition. A win by 2 mention.
It's been a lot of nothing. The Brett Favre story cracks me up because that is so old. And I watch a lot of news from both sides, the left and the right, just to stay informed. And no one is talking about this. So I don't know why he would just bring up such an old thing. It's very weird.
Very strange shit, man.
Find a video,
I
or
know,
you gonna-
I believe you.
So we got 15 minutes of this members only segment left. Is he going to do something for his members that's different from any other show?
Present for like
Is he going to do a backflip? Show us a new overlay?
Of a Colt, and I understood that there was no blood.
Smash
there.
April's face
But you
into
can't tell
a
me that when you go in
pie.
there and like cut out a tongue and everything else, that there's not a drop of blood anywhere.
What is going to happen? Like,
That
why
seems
are we paying money for
sus.
this shit?
Optic
Right,
Derb
what's
says each
the
cow was from a different
What's
pasture
exactly? What's the
and herd,
payoff?
and was found at a different location along the area of the state highway.
And
in
she's
nearby
drinking, by the
Brazos
way.
and
That's a
Robertson
big
counties.
sip.
So this,
Look at
I
that
mean,
sip.
You'd be scared if you're in that area, right?
Definitely drinking tonight.
I mean, if you got cows, yeah. I mean, if you're a human, you're fine.
How do you know?
They ain't cutting off
Maybe
people
they're
dicks.
just starting with cows.
Oh.
I'm going to drink with her. by the way.
Accelerationism.
Cheers to all you guys.
Phage lives with 5 gifted
Hold on.
memberships. Thank you very much.
What'd you say?
She looks a little buzzed tonight. It's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. Best way to describe it.
Larry
She's got some
Schultes,
weird
Newts, and
going
my
on.
lost interest. What I love about this is if you see any new names that get gifted memberships, you know they're people who kind of like are huge fans who listen a lot and lurk.
Cope.
Because the memberships are handed out based on how much time you spend watching our show. So
There's probably plenty of like nice people who don't chat, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Citizen M says the news is burying Scientology and now aliens. What the fuck? The only thing I'm sure of anymore is that Venti can get it.
Valid point, Citizen M.
Maybe.
I mean, I suppose maybe she's the one cutting off cow dick. Maybe Alex Stein made her go crazy.
Do you think aliens exist?
It's a good song by Blink-182.
Aliens?
Yeah.
Somewhere. Do
Do you think they have any interaction with us at all? Like with all the Area 51 BS and
Area
all the
51, you knew
UFO
then.
sightings.
And you did
So they're
nothing.
talking about aliens, a topic that was hot in podcasting back in 2008. But Stucho Biden says Gino is mad defensive of them. And that's like my biggest gripe with anybody. Like anybody who like comes to the defense of Steel Toe, I also like right then and there I have to question, who the fuck you are as a person. If you're gonna come to the defense of this guy and gal here, you might not be a sane human being. Like you shouldn't be out in society. Like you could like their show, but that's fine. Watch their show. I really don't give a shit about that. If you want to watch their show and whatever. It's when you come to I can't even talk. When you come to the defense, of Steel Toe, that's my issue. Like when you actively come in my chat, tell me how much big of a fucking idiot I am for shitting on this guy. I'm not going to ban you, but I just find you to be lower than, like the dirt under my shoe.
Right. Well, I mean, in fairness, there's something to it. We're in his chat right now, fucking with his show. But if Gino wants to insert himself into the discussion that way by coming into this chat and talking shit.
Yeah, but we're in this chat, yes, but we're also not defending me. You know what I mean? Like, imagine people defending me. It'd be like, I'm just a person on the internet talking shit. It's insane for anybody to come to the defense. That's very hard to say when you're a couple drinks in. Come to the defense. It's insane to come to the defense. I should just stop saying it altogether. You know what I mean? Because it's like you don't know this person. This person doesn't know you. But somehow, like, you're wrapped up in this weird delusion that you guys are, like, friends. And somebody's, like, making fun of your friend, so I have to stick up for you. It's like, that's crazy. That's literally the definition of insane.
Right. And how well can Gino actually know Aaron? You know what I mean?
I don't even think they've never hung out.
Right.
It's just based solely on what they watch. So now, apparently, Gino is supposed to be going out and flying out with his girlfriend, Keanu, in August for the Steel Toe live show, the anniversary show, which, by the way, I am still offering somebody, whoever can get me footage of that live show, their anniversary show, I am still offering somebody $500 if you can get me footage, exclusive footage. You don't send it to Melton. You don't put it on the Steel Toe Boring Reddit. You send it directly to me for me to play on this show, and then, I pay you, we watch it, and then you could spread it around. But that offer still stands. If you're in the greater St. Cloud area and you're, checking out the Steel Toe anniversary show, again, I think it's like $45 a ticket. I mean, that's insane in and of itself. But, yeah, so let's tune back in. We got like 10 minutes left of this, and then we're going to keep moving on from Steel Toe. Well, we have a couple other Steel Toe videos I do want to play. But, yeah, let's just tune back into Steel Toe. Fuck me. I turned on the Miserable Men show.
Oh, God.
Yeah, oh, God is right. Shit. Let's go back here. Sorry about that, guys. We are back live.
Levi says, the detective actually was knighted by the Queen of England, who's working on the story. So we should get to the bottom of this. You didn't know that the detective was once knighted in the UK, did you?
No, I didn't.
By the late Queen herself. Yes, Detective Sir Loin is in charge of the case.
Well, I'm glad the cow's ribs and eyes were left alone.
Still talking about cows.
The rib eyes.
Guys, I got to tell you, if you're hate watching this, you're punishing yourself more than anybody else.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm having a good time.
What's he talking? Like, why
Phoenix
did he
says,
just
all
say
right,
that?
show's over. Can't beat these jokes.
Just because
not on your life.
He doesn't get
Derek Chauvinist says, well done.
Yeah, but why did he just bring that up out of nowhere? Was that like chatted
He
in?
just says, utterly silly story.
He made a stupid joke
The story is
about
utterly
certain.
bad.
Okay.
Jay's gaping
Okay.
butthole
So that
with
makes sense.
$2
He made a
says,
stupid joke and he's like, oh, if you guys are hate watching it, you're just... Yeah, okay, I understand now. I understand.
Yeah, look in the
Pragmatic
chat.
Baxter
You'll
says,
see
Sir
Pragmatic
Loin
Baxter
ouch.
says.
No, I think what was really ouch was the mile-long setup I gave Derek Chauvinist's joke.
That was a lot.
By the way, speaking of Derek Chauvin, did you hear the news about him over the weekend?
Is he getting his trial heard again?
No. That's fucked up.
You seemed okay. You set me up for that.
No,
You set me up for that.
The state of Minnesota understands
I'm from Minnesota.
what the fuck they're doing.
You set me up for that.
No, we burned shit down.
So Derek Chauvin's badge number is going to be and no cop
What the fuck?
will ever wear
Hold on,
badge
Soft, hold on, Soft,
1087
hold on.
again. But the problem
Soft, I just want real quick, when I have this volume up here, I think it's like something with the compression. When you talk and their volume's up, it kind of mutes your voice a little bit. So I see you on screen. So I guess if you are trying to say something while we're playing this video, just give me like a thumbs up so I could see.
All right, right on.
But
My bad.
No, you're good. I was just letting you know. But what were you gonna say?
Oh, well, I hit the wrong thing because I told you our friend who got banned is going live at 9.
Right.
So I turned him on another screen and his audio came through.
Gotcha. Okay.
Fuck this one up, right, guys?
All right, Steel Toe Live,
What
guys.
if you actually had 1087 and we found out it wasn't Chauvin's fault? Like you all just start killing black people in really horrific ways. Like if you have badge 1087, it's like Final Destination. You're just cursed with the badge.
Oh, see, I haven't seen that yet.
Like what happens is you have the badge on and there's an unarmed black man lying down on the ground and you start hammering the back of his head with your
She's
nightstick,
uncomfortable
but then
with
you
this
take
black
the badge
talk.
off and you go, whoa, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah,
This is insane.
that happens-
And
that
then you
happens
put the
a
badge
lot
number
with-
back
So-
on and you go back to clubbing the guy in the fucking
You're
skull.
saying it's like the Snickers commercials when they're hungry, they're not themselves.
I'm saying it's like the Ring in Lord of the Rings.
It seems like a lot of things.
You put badge 1087 on and you just start being violently racist.
I don't know what come over me. I'm sorry.
Really sorry about that.
I can't do this, Sam.
Derek Chauvin sees a guy beating
Lord
a
of the
black
Rings
guy to death. He
reference.
goes, "My precious!" Ah! He starts losing his shit behind bars. He just senses that it's going on.
Yo, she thinks he's like so hacky. You could,
I
you could tell by the way she
don't
moves
understand the whole
and
retiring
her face
his numbers.
scrunches
I
up.
just- It just
when
must
you
be,
put it that way, then
yeah. It's like you just want to look at the people doing it, and going, "Not a big sports guy, huh?" Because there's only. I mean, that's the big meme.
Hi, April.
That's been. Oh no, Scott from the gym is calling me. I'll have to call him back after the show. We had
You got a couple minutes.
Hello.
Yeah, we had a fight card this weekend. Our gym did, and we
Drink,
couldn't
drink,
make it.
drink.
And I wanted to know how our guys
Finish. Yes.
did. And I've called him 3 times
She's
today.
drunk.
He's just calling me back now.
What if I gave you the wrong phone number?
Glass.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Now it's just a guy pissed off that I called him 3 times today.
That's that one guy I never called back like 6 years ago.
Foul Mouth Yoda says Cunha
Wow,
is
she
now
went back
tattooing
for
1087 on his chest.
Look at her
In a
go.
badge form.
Yeah, I saw Bill Maher said something about black
Look
on
at
black
her
crime.
go.
On a show this weekend, he was like, "Hey, why don't celebrities and stuff ever talk about the real problems in the black community, like black on black crime?" And the first thing I thought was, "Dude, I'm gonna love the Kumi Amar show. It's gonna be
Right.
fucking
The
great."
Kumia Mar show.
be
Imagine
awesome.
if Bill Maher did a show with
Gayop
Anthony
says April
Cumia.
is tuned up.
Never happened.
Never
up?
Am I tuned
happened.
up?
You're at the bottom of one. You might be.
That was the weakest Coke I've ever had in my life.
The weakest Coke.
That was Phil Maher, says David Denominici.
What did she say? The weakest
that's his
Coke.
The other.
She said
personality.
David Skywalker
Coke,
said
but
Scott wants to fuck.
No, Scott doesn't want to fuck. I promise.
He'd have to get a stool.
This is their
if
show,
he's giving
guys.
it to
Members
you.
only.
Exactly.
We're getting through it together.
Sad Boy says 1087 made me do it. I didn't even want to kneel on a neck, but I just felt this sudden urge.
There's only 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean 1086.
Retire it.
We'll find out.
It's gonna now be up in all like Minnesota Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, there's gonna be a badge of 1087 up in the frames.
I was just thinking like maybe all the Moose and Elks clubs or whatever the cop union people.
All right, so we
hang
got
out
5
on-
minutes
hang
left.
out at now.
We got to really get back in there. I mean,
Elk-
I like the
Moose
initial
Lodge,
push.
Elks Lodge,
Lodge.
whatever it was.
The initial push that we
Wherever they
gave.
go. Wherever Worm
Hold
walked
on.
in and Rounders went, oh,
Sam
wow, that's a
V.
hell of an elk.
So elk.
Why is this
That would be
volume
the-
button not working? Oh,
the whole deal.
But
Now, if
you're-
you bump up to Steel Toe Bro, you get the one.
Sorry, give me a second here, guys. But Sam V, Citizen M, Stuck Joe Biden. I like the initial push that we gave, but I feel like Aaron is
against
now
Trump on the Republican side could just keep
feeling like he's off scot-free. So let's try to get back in there for these last 5 minutes. Let's give it one more push. See if we can't get another mention. Again, maybe tell him, he's watching, he's on the phone with the FBI, or like just make up something insane. I don't know. Do what you got to do. You guys do it better than I can. But if not, there's only like 4 more minutes left. We're going to play the rest of this, and then we're going to get back to the rest of the show here. But Steel Toe members show never disappoints, man. Never disappoints.
as they say, that Ron DeSantis is throwing at Donald Trump.
Leaders take the bull by the horns and make the decisions for themselves. They don't subcontract out their leadership to health bureaucrats like Dr. Fauci.
God, this show just got real right wing.
Accurate.
Very much so.
I
I
mean-
always
See how the
I always
chat's
agree
doing.
with that take.
We're talking about President Warp Speed. We're talking about, President Vaccine, President,
Shutdowns.
listen to Fauci. I mean, that's...
Yeah, it's no good.
And it's one you can
Hot
keep
take
hammering
8
him
strikes
with. I
again.
mean, that was the end of his first term. It was just letting Fauci shut down or recommend shutting down the country, and then a bunch of other states doing it, and Trump kind of being limp-wristed about it. And then when the vaccine came out, we're going to get the military out there. My idea is the military goes out and gives people the shot. It's like, it doesn't sound dystopian at all.
Okay, so I don't know if this is a member from our show, but Mo Power Sports says, for $2 in their channel, says, is it true that April only day drinks on the reg now?
You've had.
They're going to have to read that one.
I mean, you might be able to grab some of the people in the middle, But you're not going to like take a Trump person and turn them against their fearless leader with the Fauci stuff, because they like I said, they've got built-in excuses for that one already.
I feel like if DeSantis does decide to run, Trump has nothing on him. Right? He's been tainted already.
I mean,
like, to me, Trump has so much drama surrounding him. I just feel like that's over if DeSantis decides.
Well,
to run.
I mean, the New York thing, the New York charges look like the witch hunt that it is. That could help Trump big time, because it'll look like, he's
that'll
being
help
targeted.
him, but everything else.
So 266 watching now, by the way. Just want to point that out.
Is it
269
true
now.
Day drinks on the reg now? Oh my God. Have you been hiding a problem from all of us?
Boy, I guess so. God, you sure seem obsessed with my life.
No, you're drinking on the show. We're just
he could.
simply calling it out.
He might write one. Like one of those.
It's okay to be an alcoholic.
Nothing says disingenuous more than just having to grasp.
All right, come on. Let's wrap this shit up.
Leave them alone. They're just desperate kids trying to play.
Desperate kids.
Joe Biden, 80 years old, is going to announce on Tuesday that he's running for re-election.
And that's the show.
I thought he did that already.
He's doing it.
Well, he's said himself, he's like,
This show
I'm running
sucks.
for sure. But like, you have to talk to a bunch of people. It's not like
it
just,
has to be formal,
yeah,
I guess. But
it has to be formal. But he's going to be what?
I'd rather watch
81,
Miserable Men
on
than
election
this.
Day, 81 or 82 on election day, and he's going to fucking.
I'd rather watch the Kevin Dombrowski show than this. I'd rather watch In Hot Water than this.
46.
I know, right. God, do you know how refreshing that sounds? Not even for his politics, just to have a young man.
Yeah. Just someone who won't be 80 when they're
All right, come on, let's wrap this up.
Somebody you're not
Who
necessarily
cares? Joe
worried about
Biden, we
falling
all
over
know.
dead.
He's old, he's
Every
decrepit.
week.
We get it.
Crimson Ghost says, whatever
get on with it.
Republican gets the nomination, the drama will be the same by the election. Whoever it is will be Trump, but worse. Right? Yeah, you know what? That's
Maybe,
true.
yeah.
The media will do that. They'll do, and he could be.
So now they're going a little over here. It's 9 o'clock. Let's read some of our
Probably
chats.
right. All right, guys, that's
Well,
going
that's
to
it.
do it for tonight.
All right,
Thank
that's
you
it.
very much for the
Thank God, I
gifted
couldn't take much more.
memberships. Very, very cool. We just added those tonight. So very awesome. If you got one, consider making it auto-renewable. That would be pretty cool. And you guys are already, I'm going to have to count this after the show tonight, but you're at least $65 into tomorrow.
Good job, guys. $65 into tomorrow's goal.
Johnny is coming back to the show.
Yes, he is.
And
He's
got
healthy.
he's got to talk about how his channel got a copyright strike.
Johnny's
Yes, I
channel
guess
got a
you can catch him on
copyright
Rumble
strike.
now.
Some
He
guy
has
named,
7
like,
viewers.
Mike Horvath. I guess Johnny played something that had something to do with that guy back in January, and
I
the
like
guy
Johnny. I want to get him on this show.
ended up striking him.
I don't like that. I don't like that, people can just like go months into like after you've already done something and be like, oh, now I don't like it.
It's kind of fucked
April,
up.
And I've
nobody
never heard of that
cares.
guy either.
YouTube doesn't care what you like.
Don Lemonzade says, got the prize stickers in the mail. Thanks, April. Oh,
You're welcome.
prize stickers. All the prize stuff is out there, but the newest merch order has been packed and is being sent out tomorrow.
Yes, I worked hard. Got it picked up yesterday. It's all
Yeah,
ready to
Zen
go.
Rhino even says Johnny's main platform
A-hole
is
Doug
Twitch.
says, "Thank you
He
for
gets
being
5 or
great
less viewers
smartasses
on
to make
YouTube.
life more bearable." Hey,
Zen Rhino,
that's why
we
we're
agree on one thing.
April, thank you very much.
Thank
All right, so
you.
that's your show, guys.
Back again at 6 a.m. We'll see you then.
All right, so that is the Steel Toe members only show, Softcast. Holy shit, man. What a show. Thank God. I could not live without that show. Thank God we watch that dumpster fire.
It's incredible when we watch it in regular speed, because I go through so much of their content, but it's always on 2 times speed, and it still gets a little punishing at that pace.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, listening to an hour at regular speed it's hurtful.
Well, think about that. That's only an hour, right? Like Melton streams every fucking morning, 4.5 hours a day. It's like I'm surprised he hasn't, mustered up the fucking strength to put a 9mm in his fucking mouth and pull that trigger, of course. But because I couldn't do it. I could not do it 5 days a week, 4.5 hours a day. I would go insane. We haven't watched Steel Toe live in a few weeks, but when we do, it's usually just their members hour. But like you just said, man, it just gets fucking brutal, dude. It's like by the end of it, I'm just like pulling my hair out. It's like that's why I want our people to get in the chat just to kind of spice it up, because when you recap it, what did they talk about? DeSantis and Trump for 2 minutes, Joe Biden for a minute, Men in Black. They played a bunch of sound drops. Brett Favre. I mean, they talked about nothing.
Right. And I admittedly gave them some money for that.
When? Tonight?
Yeah, I am Mo Power Sports.
Oh, Mo Power Sports. Wow. Got him!
I told you I still have some accounts in there that he doesn't know about yet.
Well, just because you're a ginormous fan of Steel Toe.
I am. I am a secret fan, and I work behind the scenes to promote the show.
Oh, Jesus God. All right. Do we all survive that? Is everyone all right? Did everyone make that out in one piece? Let's see. Wait, David Skywalker just says red bar. Citizen M. Citizen M, how long did it take for them to mail them out to you? So I guess he's referring to their merch. So it says crutches, wheelchairs are gross. Malaria germs, all kinds of gross things. W-Man, Bill Maher isn't what he used to be. Let's see, I don't want Johnny being Aaron's sympathy case. Well, that's what Johnny is now. Johnny is Aaron's, I hate to say it, but little fucking disabled cash cow, right? He'll use Johnny as a sympathy card. And, we've done this, man. I'm not sure, Soft, if you were watching this show when Al was still on the show.
Oh, yeah.
But one of my things when it came to Corey, I was like, if you want to get to Aaron, you divide from within and then you attack, right?
Right.
And we had Corey Adam on, and a week later he quit Steel Toe or he got fired or whatever the case was. So, I mean, I want to do that with Johnny somehow. I want to bring him in. I want to show him the other side. I want to show him that there's support here if he just leaves Steel Toe. But I feel like, I don't know about how, what you think, but I feel like Johnny is just too fucking blindly loyal to Aaron and April. What do you think?
I think Johnny's in a position that he's happy to have the opportunity when he's physically able to get out and do something like that beyond, that show's got some listeners. So I think there is some blind loyalty there, just because Aaron provides him that chance.
Yeah, well, I'll have to try to invite Johnny on, man. I'll have to give him a platform. I'll be like, listen, dude, obviously, I mean, he doesn't do bad on Twitch. He does like 30 viewers, but, between YouTube and Twitch, he does like 36 viewers. So it's like, bro, if you were to leave Steel Toe in the way Corey did, people would be Team Johnny all the way. And I think we have to make that move because we made the move with Corey, and Corey could have been a fucking rock star. But he chose to fucking, piss that all on the ground. Speaking about Corey, do you want to jump into the origins of K-Cuck?
Oh, yeah. This is kind of interesting.
So this will kind of set us up. The origins of K-Cuck, where the name comes from. So we all know Corey, started his new show, K-Cuck, right? It's, I don't even know what the fuck it was supposed to be. But now it's my new favorite show. Again, I'm Team Corey all the way. No sarcasm in my voice whatsoever. But I did some digging this past week because I was searching a lot of Tom Chilstrom, which we're going to get into as well. Tom Chilstrom, just a phenomenal figure on the internet. So as I'm searching for Tom Chilstrom, I come across K-Cuck and not Corey Adams K-Cuck. The results of this were very shocking. So, Softcast, you're more of a radio guy than I am. So this K-Cuck is actually a radio station, I believe, in Alaska.
Yes. They pronounce it weird. I imagine it's with the local dialect, so it doesn't sound like K-Cuck. I was hoping it was like an indie rock station or something so we could get them in on the goof going against, Corey just for fun. But it's public access radio in a really remote place in Alaska.
Yeah, it looks like it's west from Anchorage, Alaska. I mean, this is like the outskirts of civilization in Alaska. Like, you ever see that movie 2012 with Woody Harrelson, John Cusack, not John Cusack. Maybe it was John Cusack. I don't know. But Woody Harrelson, he's like doing this like broadcast from like the fucking woods, like a camper, and like a camper in the woods. This is like the vibes I get from this K-Cuck. Like they're like in their camper in the woods, fucking, broadcasting to like 7 people. But this when I found this, I mean, you could become a member. About K-Cuck Radio, their mission statement. So let's read some of their mission statement. This is Corey Adams' YouTube name now. So mind you, he didn't do any research if there was another name called K-Cuck. He just went with it. He thought it sounded good. Or he completely ripped them off because he thought, they're just streaming to 7 people. So I'll just take their name and I'll make it better. But they're...
I'd like to mention before we go on for the older listeners, this reminds me of the TV show Northern Exposure.
I have no idea what that.
Oh yeah, it was a little tiny town, and there was a radio DJ on there, and that's in Alaska, and that's what this reminds me of. That's what I can't help thinking of. Let's see if we have some older people in the chat that know what I'm talking.
Yeah, the chat's like 15 seconds behind, so we have to give it a second to catch up. But we'll see if they respond. I'm going to read their mission statement real quick. So it says K-Cuck FM provides consistently high-quality public media that informs, educates, entertains, and enhances the CUP-IK way of life in the communities of southwestern Alaska. Through the K-Cuck Radio Productions programming and collaborative partnerships, K-Cuck delivers radio and education content that makes people think, feel, and explore new ideas. Our programming and services reflect the value we place on human dignity. The CUP-E, is that how they pronounce it? CUP-E, way of life, so it says way of life, lifelong learning, and the power of ideas, and on the importance of community service. So their programming, so it looks like they go live every day. They're an all-day sort of fucking channel. But I just found this to be pretty interesting. I mean, it's not really too much of a fucking... I thought it was a good find in the sense that it's like, if Corey did 2 seconds of research of the word K-Cuck, he would find this channel. So it's either he didn't do any research or he ripped them off. It's one of the two. Corey, we want answers. So they have a board of directors, a community calendar, become a member. What's becoming a member entail? They don't even have memberships posted. It says membership details to be posted soon. Very interesting shit though about Cake. Oh, sorry, we already read that. Becoming a member, home. Let's just listen to this. Kalani behind it. What's this? Wow. Lonnie.
Behind it. Gilani.
Wow. So I just feel like I got like roped into a spell there. I feel like I just, they just did some weird voodoo shit. And now my dreams and nightmares are going to be haunted. I feel like this is like an Indian. I hope that's not a bad term to use these days. But I feel like this is a very Indian-ish, off the reservation sort of radio station. If you catch my drift, Soft.
Yeah, if you see someone in the chat said they did know Northern Exposure, and my reference helped them explain what kind of station it was.
Well, I'm glad we could, help one viewer out at a time, Soft.
Yeah, it's radio for one at this point, I guess. But
Jay says, "What the fuck?" Yeah, that's kind of where I was. So it says, "Listen live." Are they live right now? Imagine if they're live right this second. That would be amazing. 4 not found. That's great. So they're not live right now. Alaskan broadcast. So yeah, this is again Corey Adams. I mean, you guys could see it on the screen. K-Cuck.
I'm gonna try and find out who well, I'm sure it's on there, but I think I'm gonna email some Corey stuff to the program director. Some K-Cuck content.
Well, we would get. I think Corey would get a cease and desist within the matter of, minutes with these guys, right? You would think.
I would just explaining this. I thought I would find more, similar content on their station. So I was just hoping for that.
Why don't we just try this, man? So right now they have a number. You want to try calling them?
We could call them. It'll probably just leave a message, but we can tell them what's going on.
Well, doesn't Alaska have like a 6-hour time difference? Or am I tripping sack?
Yeah, it was probably like 5 or 6, depending on which part of Alaska you're in.
So this is Shevik, Alaska. So we're gonna try calling. So they have 2 numbers. It looks like. So we'll try calling both. So we'll go 907 858 7709. We're gonna try calling Kaycock, Alaska. Can you hear that?
Yep.
All right. I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't. I think it's gonna be great.
Corey is a bouncer.
Someone says I'm narking on Corey.
How are you narking on Corey?
I don't know. But I also wonder why it's just me, not you too. Why aren't you a narc as well?
No, Corey bounces, Garth Brooks says. All right, so it looks like they're not going to answer that. We'll try this other number, and then we'll move on from this K-Cock. I just thought this was interesting.
And just so people know, this is we're also I'm looking in to make sure Bob has filed the proper permits for his pool. I'm not necessarily sure I'm saying I'm going to bust him, but I want to know.
I don't know why that's coming in so fucking hot. I want these fuckers to answer. But it doesn't look like we're going to strike any iron, as they say.
Yeah. These guys are as busy as Corey is.
That's Corey fucking Adam. It don't look like don't look good, Soft. Don't look good.
I was hoping they had a voicemail. We could have just left them a little message.
We'll hang them from there. All right. But yeah, so that's K-Cuck, everyone. So Corey Adam not really putting in any effort or looking up what the word K-Cuck means on Google. Again, I found this within 2 minutes. So report it back to Corey. Corey, you stole your name. So let's keep it moving here. We have a lot more to get to. I want to fucking...
Yes, this is a great lead into the last K-Cuck episode, which was amazing.
Which had a lot to do with Tom Chilstrom, which I'm just going to display right here on the screen. So for everyone who may not know, this is my new favorite guy. Like, I think I like him more than Corey Adam. This is Tom Chilstrom. He's the second mic over on K-Cuck, not K-Cuck Alaska, but K-Cuck on YouTube.
K-Cuck, Minnesota.
K-Cuck, Minnesota. Very correct there. So this is this guy, Tom. Now, he's apparently a stand-up comic. He's been doing comedy for the better part of 10 years, like I said at the top of the show. It looks like your average run-of-the-mill ginger, probably gets, no pussy, has never been married, probably owns a few cats even, right? Like, this guy strikes me as a cat owner. Possibly even a fish owner. Tom has grown into like I said, my favorite fucking person. In the sense that, every second you're watching this guy, you never know what you're going to get. Is he going to melt down? Is he going to freak out? And, a couple of these pictures you see here, this is the Corey Adam handlebar mustache we got going on. Like, this is the same mustache Corey has here. So and this was from 75 weeks ago, so who stole this look is my question. So this is Tom Chilstrom. This is an introduction. We have a couple of videos from Tom I want to play here. But I just want to review his Instagram. I found this the other day, And I didn't really think it was possible. So he's a huge wrestling fan, this guy. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. But, I mean, you could see wrestling on the screen, wrestling on the brain. A big Mike Tyson fan. He's very big into wonton cookies and posting inspirational messages. And this wonton cookie reads, "We must become the change we want to see."
Oh, yeah.
So one of the biggest, inspirational messages out there. But on the surface, this guy, like I said, just looks like a normal guy, right? But somehow now he is involved in this world. And we see this clown right here. You see this? I sent you this video earlier.
Oh, yes. This is all interesting. I hope you have all the videos you sent me because this all ties up into a bow in a weird way.
So Tom, we're going to play it right here. So Tom, just like all these guys do, they do these sketches, which only gets 34 likes on Instagram, maybe 7 comments. I played a clown today. Dreams do come true. Like to this guy, like playing a clown on YouTube is like, he's made it big time. He's like George Clooney in fucking Ocean or Casino, or what's that fucking movie? Ocean's 11? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or Casino? Ocean's 11, I think. George Clooney.
Yeah.
Casino's with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. But yeah, to him playing a clown on YouTube he's made it. I am now an actor. Like I guarantee on his portfolio, he's like George Clooney. Whoa. Ocean. Whoa. Fucking, you're coming back on me. 11? Is that what I'm thinking of? Softcast.
Hold on.
Ocean's 11, I think. There it is. You all right there, man? You falling asleep at the wheel?
No, I'm fine. I didn't press any buttons. I don't know what happened.
I kind of even lost my train of thought, to be quite honest with you, but you get my point. So we have a video from Tom Chilstrom, which is very interesting. I want to go through some more of his Instagram, though. Doesn't look like much. Average shit. Posts, what is this? Post coffee cakes? Carrot cakes. This guy likes, of course.
Yeah, he's talked about his cookies and he likes snacks. He's a big dude.
Yeah, it says in the description here. Imagine making a post about this, by the way. Imagine posting carrot cakes. It says, got a 3-for-1 deal out of the vending machine today. So to this guy getting this kind of shit, it's the small things that matter for Tom Chilstrom. He says, got a 3-for-1 deal out of the vending machine today on Treat Tuesday. Not sure I didn't need carrot cake today. But when the vending machine gives you a late Christmas present, you don't ask questions. I will be a big guy forever. Late Christmas present, # celebrate. So this guy, he really,
Well, when you sent this to me, you asked me if I checked it out, and I said, well, I looked at it some, but I don't do Instagram unless someone sends it to me because I'm old, and I made a boomer joke. And then he's posting pictures like this, and he's at least a decade younger than me, and he's too old for Instagram. What the fuck's he doing?
So again, this is another vending machine post here. So he says, look who got a 2-for-1 special out of the vending machine this morning. If anyone wants to judge me about my purchase of animal crackers, clearly hasn't had animal crackers in a while. Monday Fun Day, 2-for-1, child heart, judge me if you want. Well, we are judging you here tonight. But again, it's like, okay, you got 2 animal crackers out of the vending machine. The world and the internet doesn't need to see that. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. He's too old to Instagram.
And so that's kind of where it all stops here. This guy doesn't get really no more than 25 likes per Instagram post. But again, it's just very gingery. This is like what a typical ginger does. They post about their food. They post inspirational wonton cookie quotes.
Look, that one right there, like he's got a work vest on.
Yeah, what's this?
He's taking a picture like I don't normally work, so
Yeah, it says the job isn't going to be the job isn't going to complete itself. I'm still putting in 9 to 12 hours per day despite the boot and the restrictions. P.S. And I hate this kind of guy who posts P.S. in the description. I mean, completely. Like you just don't know how to fucking talk on the internet. You don't put P.S. in your fucking description bio.
Young people don't even know what that means.
No. This is for people who are like 77 years old. P.S. Like when you're writing a letter back in 1930s fucking era, 1930s era, then you put P.S. Then it's okay. If you're trying to send a letter across the fucking world. We're on the internet. Information is instantaneous. You don't need to put P.S. But he says P.S. I know bathroom selfies aren't the usual, but give me a break this one time. And then he hashtags dirty hands, clean money. Support blue collar. Can't keep blue collar down. 3-stripe life. Ginger problems. And he's got a work. Looks like a cast here. I mean, he's wearing a mask, right? We hate people who wear masks.
He's got a big high top going on.
High top going. Wow. So everyone, probably they're probably like, who the fuck is this Tom Chilstrom character, and why are you bringing him up? Well, go watch K-Cuck episode 4 and get caught up to speed, or watch our episode from Thursday, get caught up to speed. This guy, I mean, he's going to be the new guy, I feel. And he does podcasting. He's a comic, so it's all fair game. This is not like I'm just pulling some random ginger out of the fucking ether and choosing to bring him up. I mean, that would be nuts.
He was the one person you looked at on that last K-Cuck show. You know what I mean? He was what he was doing was interesting.
He's the guy who stands for 2.5 hours. So let's check
until his back gave out on him. Then he had to sit.
all his video. It says, "Sorry, we're having trouble playing these videos." All the videos I try to play from Tom don't want to play. But let's jump into the YouTube segment. So Tom, go follow him, Tom Chilstrom, over on Instagram. There's Softcast again. So we just saw that clown picture. And again, he got to play a clown on YouTube, which to Tom Chilstrom, I mean, is this big fucking deal. He's like on top of the world. He's Leonardo DiCaprio in the Titanic. Like, he's finally made it. That was his big break. Let's actually watch the video because we have that footage here tonight. Tom Chilstrom playing a clown. Clown Crime Unit, June 9th, 11:36 a.m. This is from 3 years ago, 2.1K views. Only one comment on this video says, "Man, this deserves so much more than 2K views and 12 likes. Great skit, guys. At least 4 of those views are mine." So it's got 14 likes and 3 dislikes.
Couple are mine too.
And mine as well. Yes.
Views, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I had to watch it a few times,
So let's check it out. Tom Chilstrom. Is he a good actor? Are we too harsh? Let's find out. Tom Chilstrom.
Been working the Clown Crime Unit now for a couple years. Some days you feel like you're making a difference. You feel like it's rewarding, but then, you run into weirdos like this one. Stealing presents from a children's party. Jesus, Chuckles.
Lies. Sounds like Chrissy Mayer.
Lies, all lies.
So that's him, right? That's Tom Chilstrom.
Yeah, that's Tom right there.
That's Tom Chilstrom, everyone, in the flesh, in the back of a cop car as a clown. Somebody somewhere thought this was a great idea to film and put out on the internet. I mean, this video gets so much more bizarre. Like, it would be one thing if this was the whole skit. Haha, okay, you locked up a clown, throw away the key, clowns at large. Like, that's the skit. No, it gets really fucking bizarre. This is like if It the Clown met Bozo the Clown and they fucked and had a bunch of offspring. This would be the video that they produced.
You had a pretty nice little haul today, too. What? 2 PlayStations, an iPod, and a seersucker suit for a 7-year-old? What are you going to do with that, you sick f***?
JF says it's like cops, bro. Yeah. It's like cops for clowns.
Okay, 10-4.
Or clowns for
cops. We're going on a little field trip here, Mr. Chuckles. We got a domestic abuse call.
What is going on
East
here?
Clown Town Tuesday.
What are you doing with that?
Get out.
No, we're not doing that.
Wait, go ahead.
I was just going to... the inside the car scene is like the money shot where, all the production is. This is just, this outside shot is different in quality. It's way low res.
Well, and then just look at the scenery we got here. I mean, first of all, there's no walkway over here on this door. So that only leads me to believe that you're in like a low-income housing, Section 8 housing. Your grass, I mean, look at your grass here on this fucking house. It's damn near toward the window. So nobody is taking any care of the lawn. Nobody's cutting the grass. You know what I mean? So they're too busy playing fucking pretend actors and being clowns. They can't even fucking cut the grass for film. Like they're filming this. Imagine trying to film something and you have like grass, a jungle growing in front of your house. I mean,
well, you would expect a clown not to care about cutting the grass, but someone real lives there, and that's a fucked up situation for the person that really lives there.
I mean, their steps are stained. I mean, look at these steps. I mean, that's not brown from, the fucking zoom in here. That's brown from being stained. Like you spilled one too many fucking Pepsis on this stain or on the stairs.
This is clearly the clown ghetto. It's not where the clowns that make money live in this town.
No. This is for low-income clowns.
Right.
Did you blow it? One at a time. One at a time.
Yes. Say, hypothetically, there was one day that Dusty the Clown was naked in our bed looking for change.
I knew it was that dirtbag.
I swear to God.
Dirtbag. He's probably the reason all those condoms are in the bathroom full of that
there
little
was
vomit
no fornication.
What's going on with that?
The condoms I told you were for a project for Pinterest.
Pinterest? You've been that clown too?
Okay, that's it.
You tell me right now.
You want me to take it?
I don't like where this is going.
Stop that. I hate it when you do that.
You know I hate it when you do it. I'm never coming back here again, Karen. I swear to God, I'm going to find someone who...
Tom, there's Tom Chilstrom.
Who's this guy? I ain't getting there with everybody. Smells like clown in there. I don't want this back here. No,
get in there. Get in there.
Go on. I can't hold chuckles.
I am chasing 1, 2, 3, 4 clowns on foot. Copy?
I mean, this is wild. This screams, Southern Kentucky meth usage. Like, you know what I mean? This is insane, guys. Like, you guys shouldn't be filming clown shit ever. I get it. Pinterest is a clown. Wait, I get it. Pinterest is a clown. Blue Mosaic says.
Because at one point she says it was for a project on Pinterest, and the other clown was like, "Oh, are you fucking him too?"
Right. Yeah. Pinterest the clown. Right. It's like cops. Well, okay, I just read that. Chrissy steals from orphans. Chrissy was just used to getting sponsored by family. At Christmas, she thought that was what you are supposed to do. Yeah.
There's an interesting thing too, just because of continuity. If you notice, the last 2 clowns that got out of the car, they weren't in handcuffs. What the fuck were they doing in there? I mean, they weren't under arrest. They just got out of the car and run away. They're all good.
They're just chilling in the cop car.
Right. For the clown car joke, which I hope we'll talk about soon.
But you got to put yourself in the position of these neighbors. Like, imagine looking out your front window on a Saturday morning, and this is what you see. I mean, I would immediately call my realtor and be like, "Yo, you got to get me out of this place. Like, this is nuts. There's clowns and cops running down my street."
Right.
But I mean, they all thought this was a good bit, enough to put on the internet. There's Tom, right? Is that Tom or no?
No, that's not Tom.
That's not Tom. Okay, I get confused. I mean, he's definitely got the physique of Tom.
Hey, what are you doing with that mallet? Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Nope. Christ's sakes. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm at the corner of Funny Freckles Road and Goofy Giggles Lane. Jesus Christ, I hate Clown Town. God. But overall, it's not bad, right? I started taking hot yoga. Girlfriend and I are planning a trip this spring to Puerto Vallarta. The life's not bad. I'm looking forward to it.
Tammy? Your Uber's here.
Oh, thank God. Oh, yeah. Hey. Roll.
So that's the payoff. Like, Will Clown Crime Unit, right? Tom Chilstrom Productions. So, I mean, this is what Tom Chilstrom does in his spare time.
Yes, that's. I imagine that's a production that they were all very proud of when they did it.
Wait, let's see. Detroit by Dark says Kumia's Cucks showed when Aaron let his kid dance. Wait, Kumia's Cucks showed. So Chad's stream showed when Aaron let his kid dance on Jake's stream for a second, and he had a racist hype train. Maybe you will cover next week. So what do you know from this?
I do not know. I do not know much about it. I heard it was a DMCA strike, but when you go to his channel, it says termination for repeated violations of the sexual content.
Oh, so you're talking about Hipstar, because I see everyone now
in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Well, real quick, I just want to appreciate Detroit by Dark for the $5. We might get into that. So, Chad was kind of covering that today. I'll have to look into that more. But yeah, so what is going on with this whole Hipstar thing? We noticed this past week. Somebody sent me. I think it was Jay who sent me this. Somebody sent me this, said that he was banned. So what's going on, Soft? You might know more than I do.
Well, I talked to some people, and everyone wants to stay private. And I heard it was a DMCA strike for playing some Sam Hyde content. But that doesn't jive with if you have an old link and you go to his webpage, it says that it was terminated. It's not just a ban or a suspension. Terminated for multiple violations of nudity or sexual content.
But then there was sexual content and nudity, right? Which is insane. It's like, was there nudity on the Sam Hyde content? I don't know. And I guess not too many people would know, right? I mean, how many people were watching that stream?
Right. And we've talked about it. We both agree. Hipstar is interesting, you know?
Definitely. Interesting is probably the best word to use, honestly. Definitely fascinating shit.
Yeah, so I've talked to him, and maybe we'll soon get a chance to hear it right from his mouth what he feels happened.
Right. Yeah, we're shout out to you, Softcast, because you're really as soon as everything happened, you're like, yo, I got to dive into this further. I got to figure out what the fuck's going on. Maybe we can't bring this story to light and give it the proper attention more than Clown World fucking got over on YouTube.
Yeah, if Hipstar is goofed on this show, that's all well and good. But if he got banned for some bullshit, then I'd like to look into that. That's as much a story as anything else we would cover.
Well, here's my thing. It's like, I'm not for anybody getting banned if it's for just some nonsense bullshit. But it's usually like when you get banned, it's not over nothing. Like, it's like usually you did something. Whether it's right or wrong is a whole different other, conversation for another day. But it's like, you don't just get banned just because they just ban you. They don't like you. You just get banned. You know what I mean? You usually do something to violate the terms of service. What that something was, I guess maybe we will soon know, or we might not, never know.
Right. But I hope if he was treated unfairly, he would be restored.
Sure.
And if he broke the rules, shit happens.
Right. Somebody says Hipstar is the truth. John is a 20-piece nugget. Hipstar kills. John has McNugget type tendencies.
Hey, Hipstar is live right now, and I've had him on the other screen. He's basically dancing and singing. You know that thing he does?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He does like a drunken karaoke almost.
Right.
Interesting shit, man. Yeah, I mean, we like I said, fucking... Soft, you might be working out something we might have later on this week.
Yep.
So keep everyone posted. I tried even searching for his Twitter, man. And I think I wasn't able to even find it.
I think he might have made it private. So if you're not already a friend, you can't even find him anymore.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. All right, yeah. So let me see. I have some other Tom Chilstrom stuff I wanted to get to, but I don't know, man. It's just.
Well,
sorry, hold on. Good.
We would be remiss after the clown car thing.
It's like how do you even follow that?
Well, that other video where it was funniest guy in St. Cloud or whatever it was. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I had that. You want to play that?
Yeah, because the guy that he's competing against does a clown car joke. So this all leads me to believe that this is, this contest.
Oh, yeah.
All kind of their little group of friends. You know what I mean? Play the clip and you guys tell me what you think.
All right, let's see. We'll play it. I didn't have the clown car joke lined up, but I could search for it real quick. So give me 1 second. Show transcript.
Each guy's show is only 2 minutes long, so it shouldn't be too hard.
And then I want to play these. Getting robbed over by the clown car. Okay, so it's right here. I want to play. I think we're gonna do the Aaron Facebook videos, and I'm gonna save some of this chat stuff that I have. I'm gonna save that, and I'll save some other Tom Chilstrom stuff that we have as well for Thursday. Just because we've been going for 3 hours, it's already 10 o'clock, and I got to get up early as shit. So let's play this, and then we'll do the Aaron videos, and we're going to get out of here. So this was, I don't even know who this comic is, but this was Tom Chilstrom. Now, a lot of Tom Chilstrom's persona is, or at least of what I've seen, is him doing he's in competitions. He's doing comedy competitions. And there's 2 videos out there specifically. One we're going to play on Thursday, but this one, they're doing tournaments for comedy in Minnesota, which is insane. But yeah, so it says Acme Comedy Funniest Person in the Twin Cities Contest, Round 1. Now, full disclosure, there's no Round 2 video for Tom Chilstrom, so he didn't make it. His comedy didn't pass for Round 1. So, so this was the clown car joke that this guy makes. And this was 9 years ago, I believe. What date is this? Not exactly 9. I don't know how I pulled that out of my ass, but yes, 9 years ago, July 23rd, 2013.
Getting run over by the clown car from the circus. After the circus, a few too many drinks with the lion tamer, gets in his little Mini Cooper. You're crossing the street, boom, runs your ass right over. Cops pull him over.
So cops and clowns.
Car.
Right.
And your passenger too, get out. And you too. And you. It's a clown car. A lot of clowns. And I worry about some of the things I'm doing.
So are you saying, since this guy did a clown car bit with cops and all that, you're saying Tom Chilstrom, 9 years later, had the wherewithal to come up with this bit and then post it on YouTube and act like we would never be watching this back?
No, what I really think happened is this guy is probably also a clown somewhere in that video or was involved in the writing and production of it.
Okay.
And so this happened 9 years ago where him and Tom are competing against each other for funniest guy in buttfuck Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then they become friends and they've workshopped this bit. Now, this was 9 years ago. They've workshopped this clown cop bit for 6 years, and then 3 years ago they came up with the masterpiece.
Wow.
That seems to make sense to me.
Yeah, so for 6 years, imagine crafting a joke that revolves around cop cars and clowns. It's you have nothing better going on in your life than to come up with a comedy sketch about clowns. It's laughable. It's very laughable.
It's obvious from this video that idea was spawned 9 years ago, and then the video Tom was a part of was made 6 years ago.
I'd probably even say before 9 years, honestly, because, yes, this was a 9 years ago video, but when did they write the joke? 10 years ago? You know what I mean? So this is almost a 10-year-old joke that they finally, I guess, had the money to, produce and, have the production value of some clown outfits, a car, and a cop outfit. They finally got the money together to do it all these years later. Wow, that's very interesting, Soft. So should we play Tom Chilstrom's set here?
We might, just because it's fun and it's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 2 minutes long. It's very quick. I mean, this guy, again, my new favorite guy, Tom Chilstrom.
Yeah, I'm a big Tom fan.
We'll go back a little bit.
Chilstrom.
One more.
Please welcome your next contestant, Tom Chilstrom.
Chilstrom.
What's going on, everybody? That was not the enthusiasm I was looking for. You guys are great, though.
Now, you guys are correct. Like, this isn't your eyes going bad. Like, the camera is just really badly out of focus. There's nothing more that I despise when cameras are out of focus or they're shitty camera quality. I mean, I cannot stand that shit, man. It's like you're putting something up on the internet. If it's your first time, I get it. But this isn't Tom's first rodeo. He's been doing comedy. It's like, have some better cameras. Have some better fucking pixels. You know what I mean? Because when I watch this back 9 years later, I'm like squinting to try to make out fucking what you look like, where you're at. You know what I mean? It's just all bad. And if the comedy isn't that good, then I'm immediately going to turn this off. The only reason why I'm not turning this off is because we're watching it on the show, and it's really gold, if you ask me.
And AV nerd gets a hold of it in a second. Watch. It'll.
Yeah. All right, so I live up in Blaine. Yeah, don't pretend like you never heard of the people. You know where it is. Come on now. In Blaine, though, I've noticed something, okay? I go to the Wendy's, I see nothing but Mexican workers there except for one white guy being the manager, okay? I go to Taco Bell, nothing but white and black people. I'm a little concerned about this, okay?
So you can always tell when someone's nervous when after every fucking sentence they say the word okay. It's like a given.
Yeah,
And you all should be
every time to see if he went too far.
Right.
me too. Because if you guys went to Chipotle and saw nothing but Asian guys, you'd be like, what the hell is going on here? But if you went to Lee and Chin and you saw nothing but Mexican dudes, you'd be like, yes! Because they know what the fuck they're doing in the kitchen, right? They do. Speaking of food, I manage a pizza place. Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting right there, too. They call them like, oh, we don't like this guy now. I spit some food once or twice. I haven't. Don't worry about it, people. But with that, I have a lot of teenagers that work with me, or work for me, I should say, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. They don't work. But with that, teenagers are weird, and they don't know what the hell is going on, right? Have you ever heard this?
My question is, why do you have teenagers working with you? Like, is that not strange?
Well, didn't he say he was the manager of a pizzeria? So that makes sense.
I guess so, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's getting more creepier by the fucking second we let this play.
I want to find out this pizzeria and if he's still there.
Well, no, because we seen him on his Instagram. He had the vest. He had the fucking workman's hat.
Oh, that's right. He's a laborer now.
Right. He's in the union. Tom Chilstrom, making his way up, man.
Term YOLO. Yeah, you only live once. Eventually, you gotta figure this might be a defense that they have in court, okay? Because these people are gonna be running
check
shit
out
one
this
time,
fucking
and you know this is
zinger.
gonna happen in court one day. It says here that you were driving drunk, going 100 in a school zone, and killed 8 kids in a crosswalk. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor.
Wait, real quick. Yuchi in the chat says, did anyone else notice Chris Rock saying okay after damn near every sentence in his new special? Very annoying. I've yet to watch Chris Rock's new special. Someone says Chris Rock's new special had 2 jokes in it. Yeah, I've yet to watch it. I've heard a lot of mixed things. I've heard a lot of bad. Ray DeVito was on the show and he like promoted Chris Rock's special, which I thought was insane. He's like, man, you got to watch Chris Rock's special. It's like, motherfucker, I don't have to watch anything. You know what I mean? I even told him on the show, because he was like, oh, man, you're trying to be whatever you're trying to do in stand-up. I'm like, I'm not trying to be a stand-up comic. Like, let's get one thing clear. Like, that's repulsive as fuck. And he's like, oh, man, well, you got to give comics a chance. There may be like 6 or 7 or 8-ish good comics, I'd say.
Yeah, guys that can really kill, that you want to hear what they say. Yeah.
Right. But, I mean, comics nowadays are just it's oversaturated. Anybody with a YouTube channel could be a comic. You don't have to be good. You have to have a good editor and a good producer, and they can make anything look and sound good. It's just not what it used to be, man. It's not. And that's like really, that's how far we've fallen, you know, because you looked, you know, at comics back in the day as that, you know, sort of relief from the real world, right? To give you that insight from a comedy's perspective, not to give you like watered down, lukewarm takes about Joe Biden. You know what I mean? It's just like the same fucking shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like real comics, the punchlines don't always really make you feel good or whatever. You know what I mean? They just, you know what I mean? They can drop some real knowledge and make it funny, even if it doesn't necessarily make you feel good about what they said.
Well, that's what makes it real. That's what makes it fucking like hit, because it's true. You know what I mean? Like when both sides are uncomfortable as fuck, but like we could all agree like that's what the fuck is going on. Like George Carlin did a you know, fantastic job at that.
Yeah. Yeah. He was the first guy to really explain, or just like have social awareness about culture and shit, you know, and make jokes about it. People wouldn't touch it before George Carlin.
Blue Mosaic says Ray hasn't even seen it. He's an NPC signal. I'd rather listen to Softcast reading the dictionary, David Skywalker says.
He's a big fan.
Comedy Hack says the only good comic is Chad Zumac. Wow. That's singing Chad's praises right there. In my opinion, podcasting has ruined stand-up.
Brian is correct in that.
Yeah.
To some extent. Everybody that ever did a single open mic night thought they were prepared to do podcasting, and then you see a million podcasts by comics who aren't really comics, and it fucked the whole thing up.
Right. Yeah, and it's like, you know, you have comics that like work out their material on their podcast, which is hack as shit, because then you go to see them live and it's like you're listening to their podcast. So it takes away from that live atmosphere.
Yeah. There's so... I hate it. Like, when I started talking to you about being a co-host, it's like I couldn't run a show. It takes a certain, personality I don't have. Every stand-up comic thinks they have that they can just run a show because they've went up and told jokes a couple of times. It doesn't work that way. It's a totally different medium.
Comedy
ridiculous.
Comedy Access, sarcasm only. I was kidding. Yeah, I know you were kidding. Comedy Access. That would be insane if you really thought Chad Zumac was the best comic out there. David Skywalker says, I'm coming around on this Softcast character. Softcast is funny and fun, Chris says. Blue Mosaic says, Comedy Hacks, I watched a Chad 45-minute set from 10 years ago. It's the same jokes.
I remember when Comedy Central, the cable channel, first got big. That was during the stand-up boom, and there was comedy at Caroline's and, all these comedy stand-up shows all the time. Everyone coming out. Boom, 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 boom. My buddy from Detroit, J. Chris Newberg, was on a lot of them. He was on America's Got Talent. But, the market got oversaturated, and really stand-up comedy is fucking hard. There's not a lot of people that are really good at it.
Sure. It's not an easy thing to do, but I just think, like I said, man, with the internet now, it's made it to whereas, if you have a decent producer and a good editor, you could put together a 20-minute special and make it seem like you're the funniest thing since fucking, Richard Pryor. But then when you actually go see some of these guys, they're rehashing, like, a lot of people are saying in the chat, 10-year-old material. Or, it's just falling flat. It's not good. But because of the internet now, the internet has made special, the word special, and they took it out and threw it out the window. For you to have a special anymore, it's not what it used to be. You know what I mean?
It's not special. Anyone can do it.
It's a comedy not so special.
Right. I can do a shitty comedy, thing on YouTube. That's not special.
Anybody could.
Right.
Anybody could, man. And that's the thing. It really took away a lot of the mystique about comedy, you know?
Yeah. When Louis C.K., after he got all fucked up, when he came out and said, okay, I'll just sell all my own shit and I'll release my shit on my YouTube channel and do that, that was fucking punk rock and that was cool and he was still funny. That was the special.
Right.
That was good.
But that's Louis C.K.
Right.
Not too many people could do that.
No, he's one of the guys, when you said 6 or 7, real comics, he's one of them.
Yeah.
He's a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, man, it's bizarre. It really is. When you take a step back and like look at the comedy landscape, it's just, I mean, you have people like Brendan Schaub, who's like, is doing comedy specials. Like somebody like Brendan Schaub shouldn't be doing comedy at all, ever. You know what I mean? But the fact that the internet is there and he has a platform and he has like a, pretty successful podcast, it went to his head that he could do comedy. And also, too, that Joe Rogan was like, yo, man, you got to quit UFC and just be a comic. And Joe Rogan, don't get this twisted, man. Joe Rogan is a lot to blame with a lot of this shit. With podcasting and everyone having a podcast and everyone trying to be a comic. Like, people forget about that. But Joe Rogan encourages everybody he talks to do 2 things. One, to trip on magic mushrooms, which not everyone, tripping on psychedelics isn't for everybody.
No.
And 2, he convinces people to start their own podcast network and, do comedy specials. It's like, Joe Rogan, settle the fuck down. You know what I mean? You're getting people, you're destroying their careers before they even have a career.
Yeah, and it's a weird thing because Joe Rogan is incredibly driven. He's worked really hard to get where he is. And I think people, they're like, well, how'd you do it? And he's like, oh, I just did this and that,
Right.
And everyone thinks they'll be Joe Rogan, which is ridiculous.
Comedy Hack says, I've seen a few good clips from Gillis. Yeah, Gillis is one. I really like Shane Gillis. And he's a Philly guy too, man, which is, pretty dope.
Right. And I know we were going to talk about Landau soon. He's a Detroit dude, so I'm interested in that.
For me, man, it's like David Landau is the perfect example of what we're talking about right now. Is like, that's somebody who maybe could be in comedy, yes, but shouldn't be doing comedy specials. You know what I mean? And we watched, I don't know if you were doing the show at that point, but we watched a Prison 10. And that's, again, they call something a special is like, a disservice to specials.
Right.
It was bad. It was horrible. And it's a lot of right-wing jokes. It's alienating a lot of audience members off the bat because it does a lot of right-wing comedy, which can work. I'm not saying it can't work. It can work, but not from somebody like Dave Landau. Like, I'm not going to get my political advice from somebody like Dave Landau. Somebody who is who is smaller than Joe Rogan. Why would I even think to get any political or any life advice from Dave Landau?
And there's some truth to the idea that, say, he came on this show. He would probably be the funniest guy on the show, but that doesn't mean he's ready to have a comedy special.
Exactly. Jay Etheridge says Dave Landau is a midget. No, Dave Landau makes midgets look like giants. Landau shit was 10 times better than Ray's, though. Blue Mosaic, you're right on that. But you guys voted. But that's weird, though, because you guys voted for Ray. But I think it was more so you guys wanted to see Ray's special versus Chad, which we still are going to do. We just got a little sidetracked the last couple of weeks.
We had to explain all that to Ray about why he won.
Yeah, he's like, oh, they were just hate watching my special. Like, Ray, you clearly didn't watch the episode. Dave Skywalker says, I'm Philly. I'm Philly, South Jersey guy. And I think Shane Gillis is not funny. Like 0% funny. Okay, that's fair enough.
Lots of Philly, Jersey guys here. My arch nemesis is from there.
Who?
John Jamingo.
Ah, Johnny J.
If I could be a Jew right now, I would be a Jew.
I don't know if he's Jewish or not. It sounds Italian, to be quite honest. But, from what I've seen from Gillis, I've seen a couple of his stand-up performances aren't bad. A lot of his podcasting is pretty funny. He just seems like Shane Gillis seems like a bro. Like you just go chill with, throw down a couple beers. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look more into Shane Gillis and his overall his comedy. But
well, he seems like another guy, and I want to make this clear. Like he's another guy. If he was on this show, he'd probably be the funniest guy on the show. But that doesn't mean you're ready for specials and all that kind of bullshit.
Right. All right, let's get through the rest of this. What's his fucking name? Tom Chilstrom. And let's get through this, and then we're going to jump into Steel Toe. We got a video from Steel Toe and Corey Adam. Then we're going to get out of here, and then I'm going to save the rest of what I got tonight. I have a pretty big find I found from Chat Zumac I want to bring on the show, but I'm going to bring it on to it Thursday. And... yeah, so let's finish this. How does Tom Chilstrom get out of this? As somebody who should only be doing open mics for the rest of their life. Tom Chilstrom.
But, you know, YOLO. That's what you got to say, YOLO? Yes, Your Honor. All right. Give that man 30 days in jail and an NFL contract. But we're the only culture that can get away with YOLO. I mean, if you go to India, seriously, YOLO? No, they're looking at you like, no, YOLO, you can go on forever. Okay? You could be a really shitty person now and you come back as a turtle. You could be a good turtle, come back as a fish. You could be a really shitty or mediocre fish and like, kind of move down to a worm. If you're a really good worm, you can come back as my boss because he's a huge asshole. Oh, God. You ask yourself where to go from here. I have no idea. That's why the light's on right now. That's my cue, everybody.
Wow.
You guys
Tom
have been awesome.
Chilstrom.
I appreciate it. I am Tom Chilstrom. Thanks a lot, guys.
So the other video...
The reincarnation joke wasn't that bad, but he didn't cap it off. He even said, I have nowhere to go. He should, there should have been one more thing there, and he could have really... That wasn't bad.
He could have drove that point home for sure. But so I want to play the other Tom Chilstrom video on Thursday because it's just like when you do too much of one person that nobody knows, it's like, who the fuck is this guy? So we'll do the other Tom Chilstrom video on Thursday. But one thing that's consistent between that video and the other Tom Chilstrom video is the way he ends both sets. I mean, it's laughable. It's very just... in Tom Chilstrom fashion, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
And I'm also going to dive into his wrestling show videos on Twitch.
Yes. So he has a podcast. So what's his podcast called, Soft?
It's called The 2 Count. And I believe it's only a Twitch show, but I will be diving into it this week. So I hope to have some interesting stuff from there. Because Tom is fascinating.
Blue Mosaic says he was killing for a second and then stopped in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, that's Tom for you. I can't wait until the next K-Cuck episode. Not the Alaskan K-Cuck either. Corey Adams K-Cuck. I am looking forward to that. We'll be in the chat. And
we like Luke. We're supporting Luke in this, right? If there's one we peel away here, it's going to be Luke.
Yes, we are Team Luke all the way. Don't be surprised if Luke isn't on this show in the next coming weeks here. All right, so let's get to this. We're going to play this one last video, and then we're going to jump out of here for the night, set you guys up with a good week. We'll be back on Thursday streaming like normal schedule moving forward. But yeah, this is Steel Toe. We're going to kick it back over to Steel Toe. Now, I've been kind of setting this up for the last couple of weeks, but if you haven't checked out Steel Toe's Facebook page, I highly recommend you do, and just, dedicate, 3, 4, 5 hours out of your day just to do some deep dives onto this Steel Toe fucking page, man. It's insane, the videos that come out of this, and the fact that they're still up, I mean, is a testament to Aaron's narcissism, because he probably thinks it's the best shit that he's ever done in his life. So this was Steel Toe and Corey Adams. So we've heard Steel Toe.
Sorry if it's fun to make fun of retarded people. But again,
oh, sorry, that's Gino.
I listen to Steel Toe 2-3 times a week.
Okay, so we will get to Gino on Thursday as well, because there's a lot to break down on that episode.
Oh, yeah, Gino's been going crazy.
But we've heard Steel Toe numerous times.
Oh my god, I'm so dead.
Why is now
someone
Kumia
pop
playing
up.
now? Why is all my videos playing? Let's try this one more time. We've heard Steel Toe. Okay, good. Just making sure nothing else is going to be playing. Remember how Steel Toe says he's not a big wrestling guy?
Yeah.
Well, take that and throw it out the window because after you watch this video, your jaw's going to hit the floor. This is Steel Toe, Aaron M. Holt, and Corey Adam comedy. If I could full screen it, that would be great. Thank you.
All right, let's let everybody jump into this video here before we get started. As we said on the show today, we're going to have Corey Adam, who claims he can do a killer drop kick, tested on me today. We talked to Scott from the St. Cloud Boxing and Wrestling Club here, and we were worried that we were worried that Scott would maybe say, "No, I don't want you guys doing that. You might hurt yourselves, something like that." No, the only response he had was, "Just don't break my ring." So we put some pads down in the ring. He saw Corey's really bowling ball-esque physique and said, "This guy could cause some damage." So
they're to set this up. They're at their local St. Cloud gym. This gym has a wrestling ring, and I believe Corey was extended a challenge that he couldn't do a drop kick above Aaron's midsection. So they decided it was a good idea to head down to their local gym, take out the camera, bust out the Facebook Live, start filming, and get Corey to do this drop kick. Okay, that's fine on the surface. But what happens next on camera is kind of insane. They go full-fledged and like WWE wrestling. Like two fucking, gay men would do, lathered up in oil. I mean, it's kind of shocking shit. So let's check it out. Aaron, Corey doing some odd shit in 2018. Let's play it.
Corey's going to. Are you going to practice your drop kick a couple of times before we film it? Or
I don't know if my elderly legs have strength.
Hold on, I want to try to get this back into full screen mode here. I don't know why. All right, here we go. Full screen it. Here we go.
For multiples.
Oh, so he's going to do one.
Yeah, we'll size up the dimensions and stuff.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this over to Tovar here in a second. Thanks. Oh, by the way, thanks again to Scott. Thanks everybody here at the St. Cloud Boxing and Wrestling Gym here in downtown St. Cloud, right by Pacific Walk. Come on in, get signed up. I'm a member. You can be a member too. Then after this, I'm actually going to do a real workout instead of just taking a drop kick. Yeah. Now the rules are this: Corey's going to be hitting me with the drop kick. I will sell.
I'm not sure if you guys, realize this, but it's almost like two different Aarons. Like this Aaron from just 3 years ago is almost like a completely fucking different person now. It's kind of bizarre to watch. It's like they're just two different people.
Sell said drop kick, but the challenge is he has to land the drop kick above the belly button. I said,
a piece of tape? You should tape off the mark.
Tape off the belly button area?
And then chalk my feet so we know where it is.
He has to get both feet above the belly button in order for the drop kick challenge to be successful. And then afterwards, depending on what we're allowed to do, we might do a couple of turnbuckle moves or some working punches. We can do some working punches.
Moves
let's get a look at Corey Adam here. Let's switch the camera
check it
around.
out. K-Cuck's own Corey Adam, everyone.
Look at him.
Wow, look at the fucking kid, dude. Looking about 7 pounds lighter than he was yesterday. Wearing a what can only be described as a Punisher mask. He's got a nice little Japanese robe onesie twosie going here.
Yeah, he's got a motif going.
Motif.
He's got a look.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Shaved legs for an Italian. I've never seen such silky smooth legs. Kind of insane. But yeah, Corey Adam in the flesh, and as you could see, we make fun of Dave Landau and Joe Rogan for their height, but I mean this is a small fella here.
Yeah.
Kind of insane. Let's keep it watching though.
There's Corey. There we go. You got to hit the bag. You got to hit the bag with a fist when you do that. You got to cut your promo. And then you cut your promo, and then you hit the bag when you're done.
Sick all these people taking what's mine. Yeah.
So are you working?
So Aaron, always has to be in control of everything. Like, if you want to do this video, you have to do it this way. Do your promo and then hit the bag. It's like, let Corey fucking do a backflip if he wants to. Let him murmur like Mickey Mouse if that's what's making him comfortable. Like, you're putting him in this weird position. Let him do what the fuck he wants to do. He doesn't have to do exactly how you fucking want to do it,
Yeah, he's coming in to be the stunt boy for your show, basically.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
That's his best outfit he owns, Girthbrook says. That's a good look for Corey. Bouncing, yes, Jay, yes. And yes, Corey in this video, it just bounces everywhere. Somebody said, this is a small fella, says the small fella. Hey, you'll never know how tall or small I am. I could be fucking 12'6" for all you guys know. Let's keep her watching, though.
Working face or heel? I got to know how I'm working.
I'm working my heels into your fucking sternum, brah.
Are you working face or heel?
I don't give a shit.
Tovar, is he the baby face or is he the heel in this? Oh.
What do you think?
Tovar's selling. All right, Tovar, I'm going to have you take the camera here.
There we go. All right, running two cameras. Look, camera within a camera here, camera within a camera here. All right.
Aaron just looks so awkward. You know what I mean? The way he moves.
Aaron's a cheater, and we know he'll only move that belly down.
A man like Corey
Aaron's,
Adam doesn't drop
Aaron's
kick.
like 6'3", and look at Corey next to him.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Hold on, let's wait for a good freeze frame.
We got the tape.
I will not let a man.
Yeah, I mean, Corey's probably, if Aaron's 6'3", Corey's probably like 5'7" on a good day.
I was gonna say 5'6" or so.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to remember he's got shoes on too, and they're on a mat which is lifted like another inch off the ground. So there's all that to take in consideration.
Man who looks clearly like a middle-aged pedophile drop kick me properly right there.
So now they're taping Aaron's midsection because that's where Corey's feet have to land. Again, this is all for the public to consume. Like they thought this is a good idea.
Yeah. Get your mouth in there.
Bite it, son. There we go. There you go. All right,
Aaron's got wrist guards
right below
on.
the two. Everyone get a good shot of that.
So really anything two or
So now they're
above,
about to step into the ring. Now, Aaron says he doesn't like wrestling. You would have fooled me.
Well, he likes wrestling. He says he's not a big wrestling guy, but I think he really is. He's always talking about work or shoot,
Dude, he's got an NWO shirt he wears every other fucking day.
Right, he uses all that kind of cool wrestling terminology that only like wrestling dorks care about.
I find wrestling to be disgusting. Like, look at this guy. We're good. I mean, here. I got to go back on that. So Corey's doing the overstep. Now watch Aaron. Watch how he gets prepared. I have to get enough room to flat back it. Imagine knowing that term, flat backing. Like, Jesus. So then watch what he does. I mean, this is nuts.
All right. Oh, waiting for Tovar to be ready.
Yeah, awkward.
Camera.
The awkward walk through the ropes.
You want to shoot one of them too? Or no? Which one is which?
Have him take Tovar's if he's going to take anyone. I want to make sure Tovar's
You want
got
to take
this
a
thing.
camera?
Now, it's got to be hot in that mask.
Are you just recording on a record thing?
Yeah, so I'm recording just on my phone.
All right,
this is going live. So we got one recording and one live.
All right, so let's see.
I'm going to get...
Let me get both of you in the
All
shot.
right, how close do you want me to be? I don't want to get kicked in the balls.
Here, like, put down your hand.
Trying to get both of these guys in the shot here, guys.
Nope, you got to go the other way, Tovar. It's hurting my neck doing this. There you go.
All right, go back.
I've watched this before, and I remember being upset because I don't think Corey goes off the ropes. He just kind of tries to freestand kick it. Let's see.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, guys, can you move like 2 feet that direction so I can get both of you in the shot better?
I mean, this is
That's better.
nuts.
Are we doing this live or is this practice?
This is live.
Guys, here we go. He didn't even want a hot take. He's
So
just
the
gonna
robe
do
comes
this.
off from Corey.
Corey's height.
And I mean, to Corey's credit, that's some serious fucking height right there.
He got some air.
I mean, jeez. Good for Corey on that one. I don't think Aaron knew this was coming. But yeah, I mean, he's easily 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah, Corey got some air.
Wow. Good.
Fired up.
Okay, so he completes the...
I think he cleared easily.
Yeah, he cleared.
Told you, your head.
So he completes the dropkick challenge. Now, in Aaron's mind, like, this is where everything starts to, like, get better. Like, he's like, finally, we got this dropkick challenge out of the way. Now we could do what I want to do, and that's wrestle. Like, look at his face. Like all of a sudden, like, wrestler mode comes in and kicks in for Sir Aaron here. And by the way, his arms are very, very pasty white. I mean, his whole body is pasty white. Jesus. Like, go get a tan, dude. Stop doing fucking internet shows and go to a Hollywood Tans. But check this out. I mean, they're going to start wrestling here. Full-fledged wrestling for about 2 minutes.
And then,
I mean, how hot? Like, look, they know all the moves. Like, they know how to fake it, off the ropes, clothesline. And this is, like, actually happening. They're wrestling. Not because they're getting paid. Not because they're trying out for wrestling.
Here. 1.
this is his show.
2.
This is absolute bullshit.
Look at this shit.
Oh, sleeper hold. It's over.
It's done. Or is it?
Get him. Check him, ref.
He's out.
This
He's
is
out.
it for Adam.
That's it.
Oh!
So, like, this... I mean, I can't believe this.
That was a whiff. All right.
All right, I think that's good.
All right, I think that's good. Holy shit.
I'll let you.
All right. Where's Corey? The dropkick challenge has been completed. We tried.
And now, mind you, that's all they went there for, to do this dropkick challenge, to film it on Facebook Live. And then all of a sudden it turns into a 2-minute wrestling match between Aaron and Corey. I mean, it's just really a sight to behold, guys. You should never be wrestling with another grown man. You know, if you're the age of any age. Like, maybe if you're like a young child and like you just found wrestling for the first time, like, maybe, okay, I'll give you that. But if you're, 18 plus and you're still wrestling with friends and you're not making money or a career out of it, I mean, come on. That's some piazza shit, to use a Kevin Brennan term, right?
I don't have to leave my house.
I mean, insane, guys. So, yes, Aaron and Corey sitting in a tree. WRESTLING. Did I spell wrestling right? I think I made that work. Let's see how they get out of it.
Tried to call a match in the ring. It didn't work out so well. As soon as I went to Scott's ropes and I felt him give, I went, you know what? Before we wreck Scott's shit, why don't we just stop? Although I like the move for going for the drop kick off the ropes.
Yeah. We just like to bounce him into the flex.
Next time, call it.
He bouncing. He's a bouncer. Let me get a good sound bite. Bouncing.
And he was declared the winner by the ref. Corey won that wrestling match.
By bouncing.
Yeah, by bounce.
That should be his finishing move.
Right, but it just 20 seconds ago, we saw the ref raise his hand. He won.
Let's see what some of the comments says. Lovely bathrobe Corey, I will take you for 5 rounds. And there's 117 other comments we're not going to get into. So here, I got one more Facebook video just because I think it's just gold. And I just, since we're on the Facebook videos, and this one's only, I think, a minute long. But that is Aaron and Corey wrestling. Now we're going to go to, guys, don't let Aaron fool you, man. He is a lot more than just a broadcaster. This guy can box. This guy's a wrestler. This guy's a political connoisseur. He knows everything to know about sports. He could tell you about Brett Favre's allegations.
He's the perfect dad.
The perfect dad. Even the model husband, right? This guy does it all. And out of all that, he wins. He's a winner. No matter what happens, no matter who's beefing with who or wanting to rip whose head off, Aaron somehow comes out with victories. And not to mention, Soft, we're all fans, right?
Oh, yes. We secretly love him.
So this is Aaron back in his Facebook days. And now I've never played this on the show, but I found this when I was watching the wrestling videos. It's only 2 minutes long, so we'll let Aaron Boxing take us out. And yeah, man, we'll set you guys up with a good week. We'll be back here on Thursday, keeping a close eye on the MLC Chad drama.
And always remember, this guy is training fighters now.
Right.
He's so good, he is training other people.
Right. This guy is giving advice to up-and-coming boxers. My question is like, does Minnesota have like, are they like lacking coaches, like boxing coaches?
In the tiny St. Cloud, they must be.
Like you would think. Someone says a youth pastor. Yes, Aaron's a model ex-husband. Model X, yes, very good. Serial killer. Somebody says he knows movie quotes. Yes, he's astounding at movie quotes, if I may add. He's great at working a soundboard. Aaron also makes a mean muffin. Yep. Cardio of a sloth, somebody says.
The chat is ruling it.
Yeah,
good, everyone.
Flabby skinny. Yeah, I've never seen anyone quite like Aaron. Like, he's like, I think he said it best the other night. He's like, I'm too skinny to be a part of. How do you say it? He's like, I'm too fat to be made fun of by the skinny people, but I'm too skinny to be made fun of by the fat people. Whatever how he said it. But it's just like, I've never seen anyone quite like it.
That is pretty true. He's not. I mean, if you look at his weight for his height, it's not a weird weight, but just how it's distributed on his body is weird.
It's very strange because it goes to his arms and his gut and his tits. So Deitois says in the chat, he's fighting someone in denim. Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. This guy's wearing New Balances. He's got fucking Wrangler jeans on. And looks like he's got the same damn fucking shirt that I got on. Like, I'm going to go throw this shirt out immediately after the show. But this is Aaron. Now, in his mind, he's the next Muhammad Ali. In this moment in time, he's the next Mike Tyson, George Foreman. Like, it's crazy. When you watch this, like, you might think, like, oh, like, he might actually have some moves. I mean, not a bad stance. I mean, your foot is out a little past your shoulder width. Like, your feet are supposed to be shoulder width apart. And this foot specifically is past your guard hand there. So, but maybe he has moves. Maybe, we're just being overly critical. Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
Hook. Yeah, hook. Right. 1, 2. Right. Right again. Look. Jab hook. Right. Jab hook.
So this guy is just, he just has mitts on here. And Aaron is fucking it up somehow. Watch his face.
Jab hook.
Fuck. It's like, how do you fuck that up? This guy's not even throwing punches.
Right. Jab hook. Jab hook. Right. Right again. Double it. Double it. Come right. 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 Right.
Like, he's getting beat up by a guy who's not even throwing punches back. Who doesn't even have boxing gloves on.
He's very worried about making his punches look cool, so he doesn't return to his defensive positions. I'm not saying I could do it. I'm not claiming I'm a great boxer, but I can see what he's doing wrong.
Well, and also, too, you forgot to mention this. He's being filmed right now. So this is all for his social media. So he's worried about how he's going to be presented when people watch this back. He's not concerned about, am I doing this right? Am I training properly? No. Do I look cool? Like, that's his thought.
He's trying to look cool throwing the punches.
It's insane, man. I'm confident enough to say this. I would be willing to box Aaron with one arm tied behind my back, and I know I would fucking destroy this motherfucker. He's getting beat up by somebody who doesn't have boxing gloves on. Like, he's losing. This guy's not throwing punches. I mean, let's keep watching.
Right, left, right. And 3.
I mean,
Straight.
so slow.
And 3.
Yeah.
Right, left, right. Lead right.
And don't let it, don't get it twisted. I mean, just because it sounds like he's throwing a hard punch doesn't mean he's throwing a hard punch. I mean, you get a boxing glove and you connect with a mitt, it's going to sound like something explodes. But that doesn't mean it's a hard punch. I mean, this is barely even a tickle. You know what I mean?
Those punches are very slow, dude. Just watch them.
They're so fucking slow.
Anyone can see those.
He's right. Come. Yep. He's right. Come. And then pivot. Yep.
Now look at this shit.
Left. Right.
His footwork is slow. His feet are so spread.
Double it. Jab hook.
Can't even do a jab hook.
You want to do like everybody. You want to throw that big looping right hook.
His coach thinks he's a failure.
30 seconds. Double it. Double it.
So now 30 seconds. This is where you have to start going here.
Double it.
And he's missing.
Right. Pivot. Down.
Look,
Right.
this guy just beat him up again.
Pivot.
Beat him up again.
Right. Pivot. Right. Going
Look
down.
at this shit.
Jab hook. There you go. Jab hook. Jab hook. Right. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Whew.
Wow. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's another video that just played on Facebook. I hate Facebook's player. But yeah, so that is Aaron, the boxer, guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Big talent. That kid's got a future.
Somebody said, slow like your speech pattern. No, my speech pattern is way faster than that.
No, they must be talking about mine.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that, yeah, I mean, that, I see a muffin top. Datetois says, Mersh is an Alex Stein cuck. Blue Mosaic says. Brian, LOL. My hands are bigger than Toe's feet. Dave Skywalker says, the other guy is wearing an electronic drum kit on his hands. Yeah. A drum trigger.
Yeah. I'm not sitting in here saying I'll beat Aaron in boxing or whatever, but I watch MMA and boxing and stuff, and I can analyze what happens, and he's pretty slow.
Dude, he's so slow, he makes slow look fast.
Right.
I don't even know if that's possible, but it is tonight. But yeah, guys, so that's Aaron the boxer. Again, 5-6 hours dedicate out of your day when you're not watching MLC or Chad or Bob Levy or Gino or Patrick Melton or any other of these streamers. 5-6 hours, go on that Steel Toe Facebook page and just let your fucking just go with it. You know what I mean? It's some of the greatest shit, not because it's good. It's because you get shit like that. You get Corey Adam doing dropkick challenges and then them wrestling. You get Aaron doing boxing, practice. And it's like, it's all those videos are still up on his page today. So, yeah, we have a lot more. We didn't even get to, everything. I still have a lot of Chad to get to, some Bob Levy stepdaughter updates I wanted to get to.
Yeah, we have some updates on that.
Which
sure.
I could kind of say this, though. Bob Levy last week, we brought up his stepdaughter, Paige Neiman. Check her out on Instagram, OnlyFans. She's, I don't know if she's doing the Lord's work, but she's a little bit cuckoo, if you ask me. But Bob Levy said last week on the show that Paige doesn't do any nudity. You remember that, Soft?
Yes, I remember. And I've seen her nipples.
I've seen her nipples. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, so I don't know what that says about Bob. I don't know if that's a good thing for Bob. I don't know what, to be quite honest with you. But they're out there. And it's only going to get worse, I can imagine. It's probably just a matter of time before her sex tape drops. You know? So, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. One more time, just going to go to the chat. Yeah, the Shades, or yeah, Shades. I heard from Zen Rhino that you don't want to know what happens when Zen Rhino gets mad.
John, I got to ask you, because someone in the chat, I can't remember who, but when we were when we were mentioning Corey's height, they asked us how tall we were. I told them I am 5'11", and I was told that is respectable. People are wondering about you.
So you're I like your style, Softcast. You always throw the interview back on me. Look, it's for your imagination to decide. I could be 5 foot nothing. I could be 6'5". I could be 6'4", 6'5". I could be 3'2", as tall as a McNugget, as a lot of people say in the chat. But we're gonna get out of here. Let your imagination run wild. I don't know my height. Come to find out, I'll pay someone $1,000 if you can figure it out. I shouldn't have made that offer, to be honest with you, because now everyone's gonna figure it the fuck out.
The dabblers might be all over you now.
Yeah, I'm fucked. K McDuck says height check, John. All right, real quick. Let me give it for height. Let me give it for K McDuck, real quick. John is 5'8" tops. Yuchi says. Softcast is truthful. Tell us, John. Chris says. Sorry, you think that Shade. Who's Shade? Oh, Shade's Cal. Jay looks short. Hey, Daytwa, did you really hook up with Chad? Oh, did Daytwa hook up with Chad? That's pretty interesting shit.
Oh yeah, that is.
Hey, we'll do a height check. John, not Jay. What's this dude's name? John, not Jay. What's this dude's name?
What dude?
I don't know. We'll be back on Thursday. I'll do a height check. I'll do a fucking. I don't even know how you do a height check on camera.
I don't know. It's so ridiculous. They asked me like I was afraid to say it. You know, fuck it. I wish I was 6'2", or I guess I don't care. I could have been taller. I'm not.
It's like, look, I make fun of people of their height. It's funny to make fun of people of their height, but at the end of the day, it's like you can't control your height.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whether or not you're 6'5" or 5 nothing, it's like, all right, well, that's what you are.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got a gimp hand. Motherfucker was born with it. Nothing he could do about it.
Yeah,
you know.
Let me go chop it off and install bionic hand real quick.
It's just funny when people get all bent about it, you know.
Yeah.
Because we all know, like you said, there's nothing you can do about it. It's like being born black or whatever else. You can't.
Well, imagine being born black, man. Now that is where I draw the fucking line. No, if you guys, how about this? You guys send me your heights, and then I'll reveal my height. How's that?
Oh, this is audience participation. I like it.
Yeah, we need everyone to be involved. This is not cake cut, guys. You're not going to get me to just fucking... Like, I don't join shows. I don't just jump at the audience's demands. Like, that's not what this show is. Go to the Corey Adams show if you want height checks. Imagine being that cucked where you give some random strangers your height. I mean, insane. Fucking insane. But you guys have a good week. We're going to get out of here. We're coming up on the 3-hour, 45-minute mark. I got to get up in less than 5 hours, which is always a fun time. But I had a great time tonight, Softcast. You're the man. You crushed it as always. Thank you for second micing it as always.
I had a great time.
We'll be back here on Thursday. And yeah, man, I don't know if you have any last words, any key takeaways from today's show.
No, I think I might have made a couple new friends in the chat. We'll see if they could turn on me again tomorrow. But I think we did a good show tonight. I'm proud of it.
Yep. Soft, they will always turn.
Yes.
They will always turn. That's going to do it for us, guys. Everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your fucking Monday. And that's going to do it for us. For myself, John, that is Softcast. We'll see you back here on Thursday, 6:30-ish p.m. See you next time, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Chris says, Softcast is tall enough to lead us into war. That's pretty funny shit. Everyone's going crazy with their heights. 6 foot standing, 8 foot laying down, unless I have a boner. Like, you guys are nuts. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. Free Hipstar.